Good morning, South Africa. Dumela, Sawubona, Molo, Goeie Môre, hoe gaan dit daso? How are you doing? I hope and I trust that you're having an amazing morning thus far. Welcome. Ke a go dumedisa, ebile ke a go amogela to what promises to be your favorite rendezvous every weekday morning, Monday to Friday. We will be taking such good care of you right here on Vooka Breakfast Show, brought to you by the Blinko Network. And of course, you'll always be hanging out with me, the one and only MOOCEE Mist. My name is Musi Mist, and I couldn't be happier to be in your company. So I'm not alone, as you can see, and one of the people who will always be joining me and be with me is this amazing, lovely lady standing right next to me. I'm so excited for her. It's actually her first show on this wonderful Monday morning. How are you doing, Naledi?
I'm good, thanks, and yourself?
I'm amazing, man. Looking good. I like it.
Thank you. Look
Welcome.
good yourself.
Thank you.
Dumelang Bareti. My name is Naledi Angela Matotong. I'm from Green Village. Chilwase Green Side.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to work with you guys.
Yeah,
maybe to be here.
I'm excited. We're going to have such an amazing time with Naledi. Do stay tuned in for the rest of the show. Of course, you can also engage with us across all our social media platforms. We go by Vooka Breakfast Show. So that's Vooka Breakfast Show on Facebook and all other social media platforms. Comment, like, subscribe, and do the necessary things so that you and I and Naledi and of course the rest of the team can engage and interact and get in touch with each other and share all our thoughts and our opinions and everything else in between. But before I let you go, let me go straight to Meketi and just see how he's doing this morning. Mr. Mo, how are you doing, my brother?
Musi, VOOKA
yes,
is
sir.
The name of the breakfast show, man. Good morning, guys. By the way, I'm feeling awesome. And I'm happy to see you. By the way, you guys look good, man.
Look, man,
Thank you.
it's
like we're matching.
We're matching right here, man. It's an amazing morning. We're excited for the rest of the week, my brother.
Yeah, definitely, man. Thank you so much for asking. I am awesome.
Yes,
and
sir.
Good morning to the viewers at home. My name is Moeketi Maimane. And as you can see behind my back, we have the picture of the week. Getting it from the game on Saturday, which is the game between Mamelodi Sundowns and Kaizer Chiefs that took place. We saw Kaizer Chiefs losing 3 points behind, where we saw Lucas Ribeiro scoring the one and only goal that gave Mamelodi Sundowns an 18-point gap. So, if you want to know more history about Lucas Moripe, I have something for you. So, Lucas Masterpieces Moripe Stadium is a multi-purpose stadium located in Atteridgeville Township in Mamelodi, in Pretoria, by the way. And the stadium obviously has a capacity to host 28,900 people. So, as you know that on Saturday it was a full house. Everyone was attending. People were happy to see the dramatic play out between Sundowns and Kaizer Chiefs. We also had, the appearance of the minister himself, Mr. Gayton McKenzie. So it was wonderful to see. So if you need anything that we want to look out for you and, give you a little bit of history on what is happening, we are your people. So guys, taking it to you guys.
Such amazing stuff, because it's very interesting to always find these things out, Naledi. And what I think is that a lot of people don't really know or have that information about our local attractions and stadiums and all of those things, But I'm looking forward. I'm so happy to have you here. I can't wait. I can't wait to get into it.
Also.
Yeah, man. So I'm gonna go ahead. With that being said, let's head on over back to Meketi, my man, Max, for maximum temperature with the first news headlines for the morning, and we'll see you a bit later on.
Very good morning, Mzansi. If you didn't get your news headlines, these are the following news headlines for this morning. Cabinet has approved the appointment of Professor John Lamola as South African Airways' new CEO. But the decision is not without controversy. Reports suggest the Transport Minister Barbara Creecy and Deputy President Paul Mashatile held separate interviews with Lamola months after the initial interviews. Chairperson of Parliament's Transport Portfolio Committee, Donald Selamolela, said he would want to judge Lamola on his time as interim CEO. Now, heading over to the headline that has to do with the cybercrime in Gauteng. Gauteng online government system are under relentless attack. That's according to the Gauteng e-government MEC Bonginkosi Dlamini. But he says safeguards are in place to protect the system. There are problems with people who want to hack us, he said. But I must really assure Gautengers that we've got a high caliber way of safeguarding. Now, moving to the last headline for the news. On the KZN update, the KwaZulu-Natal government plans to discuss measures to prevent climate change-related death and destruction. MEC Siboniso Duma highlighted the need to address aging infrastructure and potential home threats. A climate conference in eThekwini is scheduled for April. Duma assured flood victims that they will receive aid, including support for families needing help with burials. The National Human Settlement Department will assist flood victims in KZN the coming days. That's all for the news headlines. Now, heading to the sports news, Orlando Pirates missed the chance to close the gap to Mamelodi Sundowns by losing 2-0 to Marumo Gallants. Goals from Kapadino Mango and an own goal by Talente Mbata secured the win for Marumo Gallants. Sundowns, who beat Kaizer Chiefs 1-0, now lead Pirates by 18 points. Gallants move up to 13th, avoiding the relegation zone. AmaZulu secured their second consecutive victory with a 2-0 win over Cape Town City at Kings Wellington Stadium on Sunday. Atazwane started strong as the new sole head coach after Vusimuzi Vilagazi's sudden departure during the week. This win lifted Usutu to 5th place in the Betway Premiership, standing with their 10th victory of the season. Cape Town City's winless streak extended to 7 games with 6 losses in their last 7 matches. Elmo Kumbidu, AmaZulu's January signing, scored the first goal in the 23rd minute after sustained pressure from his team. 2 Ocean Marathons. Nikona Mhlakwana ready to make his mark in the 2 Oceans Marathon long distance runner. Nkosi Khona Pitbull Mhlakwana is focused on winning the 2 Oceans Marathon on 5th April in Cape Town. He aims to improve on his 2nd place finish from 2 years ago. Mhlakwana, a member of the Hollywood Athletics Clubs for 4 years, admits to feeling some nervousness but remains dedicated to his goal. That's all for now. Stay tuned for more news and sports updates and analysis throughout the show. Don't forget to share your thoughts on these matches with us on social media using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. My name is Moketi Maimane. Right now, let's get you prepped with your weather update. And following is TC Wagwamazibugo with your traffic update.
Vooka Mzansi, my name is TC Gamazibugo Shabalala, and this is your first traffic update for the morning. There's a crash on the N12 eastbound in Bedfordview, just past the Edenvale Road on ramp M37. The emergency lane is closed. There's a crash on the N12 westbound in Bedfordview, just past the Edenvale Road on ramp M37. One out of 4 lanes is closed. There's a crash on the N3 northbound in Germiston at Geldenes. The off-ramp in the M2 East is affected, with 2 out of 4 lanes closed. There's a stationary vehicle near Greenstone Mall on the N3 northbound, just past the Motorfontein Road on ramp R22 to R25. 1 out of 3 lanes is closed. There's a stationary vehicle in Benoni on the N12 eastbound at the Putfontein Road, on ramp from the Kings Avenue R51. The emergency lane is closed. That's all for now. Stay tuned for more traffic updates. It's hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Let's get into more of the show.
Vooka Breakfast Show.
We're out here in the heart of Soweto, Top Sandton. This is right next to Zondi Hills, and just before you get to Broad Fisher Club. I'm out here. My name is Musi West. I'm out here with the one and only maximum temperature. I'm working with my TC Shabalala Wakamazibugo, and of course our station manager, the one and only Manelin Lyric. And we're traveling out here, man. This is what we do on the Vooka Breakfast Show.
Yeah, you gotta get it fresh.
We are fresh and nice. Now it's time to take the information to the people.
Of course, like Mo just mentioned, do stay tuned, comment, like, subscribe, share your thoughts and your opinions and everything else in between. We're going to be coming to a street to do live near you, wanting to know what your thoughts are out there on the street.
First, we've got TC Mazibugo with the traffic update. Right now, we are going to N1 southbound to make sure that whatever that you guys get, it is real-time information.
Yes,
so, looking at Mukhorosi, we have robots that are not working right here, but the traffic is moving. We're going to look at when is your rush hour time, when people are from the work, from school,
yes,
right?
Sir.
We're
Yes,
gonna
sir.
give you your daily update. So do make sure that you stay with us. Mobile Vooka Breakfast
Yes,
Show.
sir.
All right, 16 minutes till we hit 9 o'clock, and you are now watching the Vooka Breakfast Show. Once again, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Do not forget that the hashtag to use is hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. It's a new month, new beginnings, and we are here with you to give you more and unpack everything that we have for this week and for today. But let us not go too far. This week we have something nice to discuss with you. As you know, that the breakfast we are dedicated to making sure that Vooka kahle, everything that you do, you wake up into full of enjoyment. So before we started, you saw that we gave you your news headlines, in which after the top of the hour, I'm going to come back and give you the news that you missed as a recap, and also your sports headlines. Obviously, again, we're not going to leave you hanging with your traffic update and your weather update. So do make sure that you stay tuned. My name is Moeketsi Maiman, a.k.a. Max for maximum temperature, son of Mother Nature. And I am not alone. I am joined by my team right here on the table, who I am going to let them introduce themselves once again. Good morning, guys, and how are you doing?
We are beautiful this morning. The weather is gloomy, but it's bright and bright inside the Vooka Breakfast Show studio today. We are vibrant, we are awake, we are with you. My name is TC Mazibugo Shabalala, your prime cut creative and your positivity dose of the day. And I am not alone. I am with my brother here, MOOCEE, Mist Musi. How are you, brother?
Man.
How are you?
I'm looking good.
I mean,
no, I'm kidding.
hello.
I'm kidding. I'm not too bad. I'm so excited to be here, and I couldn't be happier to be in your company. So welcome once again. You're ready from wherever you are tuned in from, man. I can't wait to get into the rest of the show this morning. We're gonna have an amazing one. And comment, like, subscribe, and engage with us across all our social media platforms. Like I said earlier, we go by Vooka Breakfast Show on all social media platforms.
Yeah, definitely. Be with us. So when I go to my socials, I see people have started to join. So please do make sure, guys, you spread the live to your friends, your families, and your loved ones right there with you. So on my YouTube, I have Zinzi Elizabeth. Good morning. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. It's a new day, a new week, celebrating a new month. Please help me wish my brother a happy birthday, Mr. B. Lyric
Our station manager.
himself, man. Yeah.
Ah, man, such cool stuff.
Hooray! Hooray! Yes, man. Happy birthday to Mr. Lyric himself.
Yes,
and we're going to have a wonderful day, by the way. And then Refila Rasekhan, so hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show with those red hearts. Thank you so much, Refila. And then TK1990, a very good morning, hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. And then he comes back again, a happy birthday to Mr. Lyric. There we go. Refila Rasekhanso, a shout out to Mr. B. Enjoy your day. We're gonna have an awesome day. People are growing up. We also need to grow. Man.
Yes.
New month means a new growth.
Yes.
To everything that we do, man. Because one thing I have found out about this month is, this month is one of the 2 months where equinox is going to be appearing.
Wow.
Okay.
Equinox is when day and night are almost equal.
Yes.
Right? If the day is 12 hours, the night will also be 12 hours. So the 27th of March, if I'm not mistaken, I stand to be corrected. That's where we're going to be experiencing equinox. So it's a very beautiful month. And the month of daffodils, man. If you are a lover of flowers, oh man, flowers are booming. Flowers are blooming.
Yes.
Blooming. So speaking of flowers, man, I think it is very important to discuss some of the things that are happening in our country, right?
Yeah.
Because when we read the headlines, we saw some, disturbing headline in which it's something that poses a threat to our country, especially the new age modern technology that we use, right? So they say Gauteng government leads the charge in cybersecurity with 1.7 billion investment. That is when they found that it is under attack. So for someone who doesn't understand, we have what is an government, so that people can understand what you're talking about. What is it that is being posed as a threat right now nationally? So e-government is the use of information and communication technologies, especially the internet, to provide public services and exchange information with citizens. Right? So, man, there is an attack. But another one says electronic government is defined as the government use of web-based internet application or other information technology to enhance the access to and delivery of government information and services to the public, other agencies, and other government entities, or to bring about improvements in government.
Yes, sir.
So this is a very huge threat, because now the information that is being to government, if it's under attack and people are trying to hack the government system, that means the danger that we are in is more than what we can ever think of in a regular day. So I don't know, guys, what do you think of this, man? Do you think, they should invest more money rather than investing this 1.7 billion, but it should be a project that is happening each and every year so that they can invest money and people's information can be protected?
Yeah, the protection of information, especially at a government level where many of South Africans' personal and crucial information is stored, it needs to be properly monitored and properly secured. So I know very well, for one, Home Affairs, if already we have issues with people being able to steal other people's identities, people who already have been mistaken, have loans against their name that they don't know of, things like that. So cybersecurity is quite important, especially at a national level, so that you can prevent such things happening, where people's information can be used for fraudulent activity, where there's already a problem in systems like with your Home Affairs, where fraudulent activity already is a problem.
Taking place,
So I think this is I mean, they're investing money in it, but are they doing the actual work is what we want to know. Are they actually implementing proper who is the service provider actually for the government cybersecurity, and how are they taking, what measures are they taking to make sure that the information is secured is more of what I would like to know.
Yeah.
You know, like you say, TC, it's a crucial one. It's a very delicate one.
Yeah.
You know, and we can't really take it for granted. And you know, when as you're saying the things that you're saying, some of the things that, or what's sparking my mind is that, and I could be wrong, I stand to be corrected, but I don't think South Africa is yet playing at a level where it can say it matches other countries, especially West countries. The countries in the West, we are playing at a level that those countries are playing at in terms of cybersecurity and the measures that need to be taken, you know, as to secure the country's citizens' information. You know, I have one thing here. It says the key role of the Gauteng Department of E-Government is the rollout of a network infrastructure that will connect government facilities, including schools, hospitals, offices, and economic zones. So it's a very crucial one that we really, really, really should take seriously. As much as they're investing in it, are they investing in securing that information? Because I get that they're investing in improving it and making it work, or having a functionality of it working at a high speed. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Ubanere last week mentioned when we were talking about productivity.
Yeah.
You remember the connection of all your devices and all of those things. So of course we can't ignore the fact that we're moving into we are living in a technological era.
age,
But what measures are being taken so that people's information are secured? Because we know, especially in places like the Department of Home Affairs. Fraud is a huge thing. Time and time again, our way about update or system is down. They have to resort to paper and stuff. So, yeah, man.
Yeah, Gauteng cybercrime attack. We're going to come back with more updates on what we have found, because this is seemingly posing a threat to South African citizens. Now the data that people, you know, submit to these websites, it's under compromise, right? So what we're going to do right now is to move on, and then I'm going to come back with updates on what is happening and what are they trying to do in terms of allocating right budget to this cybercrime project. So without wasting any time, ladies and gentlemen, 5 minutes till we hit 9 o'clock, and the hashtag to use on YouTube is hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. My name is Moketi Maimane, and I am with TC Mazibuko and Musi Mist. Of course, when the show started, you saw our newly beautiful presenter Naledi Matotong, and she is going to be bringing you your latest trends on the socials. So you better get tuned and stay with us. And we're also going to be joined by Afri Berry with your business blog. If you are an aspiring entrepreneur and you know an entrepreneur, just tell them to tune into the show, because we're going to be bringing them more than what they can expect. So what we're going to do right now, because it's Monday, you know that you need to start your week, you know, with a very beautiful positive mindset. The power is in your mindset. That's something I like to repeat to my friends, that guys, you know, when it comes to power of changing most of the things, it's in your mindset. But today we're going to be speaking about something more important that includes your vision. What do you understand about vision? But Tina, we're going to add the board on it. What is a vision board? Because by my understanding, you know, a vision board is that board that you create in order to see the things that you want to achieve this year. You know, you would have your long-term goals, your short-term goals, weekly goals, daily goals, and, you know, hourly goals. Because as we move on modern times, man, we adjust these things and make them feel close to home, right? So, a vision board is a powerful tool used to help individuals clarify, focus, and manifest their goals and desires. It's a visual representation of your aspiration, dreams, and intentions. Do you guys have vision boards?
Yeah,
TC does. I know.
of course,
a couple
yesterday.
of weeks ago, she mentioned that she does have a vision board. So, and I heard that you saying that you're very big on,
Yeah,
You
on
know?
mapping out
Yes,
and
yes.
envisioning, having a visual representation of my goals.
Yeah.
So, I mean, of course, yesterday we had the Sacred Sundays session at Maboneng, in Maboneng at Curiosity, in collaboration with Mwari Pizza and CGP, Community Green Project, along with one of the guests that we had last week for Monday Motivation, Mpokolo Pane. We had a vision board and pizza event where everybody created their vision boards according to their goals, their milestones, their visions of what they want to create for themselves. So, I mean, I thought it was fitting because, as you know, we just started the month of March, and March in the Nguni language is called Ndasa, which means well-fed, and means, of course, I mean, to be taken care of. So it means abundance. So I would love that everybody in this month of abundance to map out and to envision what they want to create and the goals that they'd like to achieve. And I mean, last week we already had a look at one of Mpokolopane's power tips of the day, which was maximize your day, use your mind. And one of the tools, one of the strategies that he gives us to do that is to use visualization techniques as a powerful tool that can help us achieve our goals. And yesterday we did just that. I can't wait for you guys to see the videos, the pictures, and hear feedback from the attendees who attended on what their goals were and how they described their 2025 goals. It was amazing, guys. It was really transformational. And it was wholesome vibes. We're all about creating wholesome and peaceful, creative, inspirational atmospheres, connecting together and to ourselves. So if you are looking for some wellness, some creativity, and some inspo, look out on the Prime Cut Creatives page for the next Sacred Sunday session that will be coming up. And of course, join us.
Beautiful.
Sounds
man.
so cool, Mo.
Interesting, man.
Sounds very, very cool. Pizza
So,
and vision boarding.
It was amazing. Everybody loved the pizza, of course. Thank you very much to Tippy, our pizza chef from Mwari Pizza. She made such amazing pizza. Everybody enjoyed that while they were creating their vision board. So I don't know if you guys would love me to reread the power tip of the day. Would you like me to do so, Mo?
Yeah, please do so, because in the meantime, I have a very beautiful picture that you guys took, where you were attending the pizza and the vision board. So right here on my screen, we have that beautiful picture whereby, individuals were having their vision boards. Can you please take us through that, man, and the experience of what was happening there?
Goodness me, look at everybody. They look so happy, right? They look at like honestly, nobody wanted to leave. That's how relaxing it is to just, because other than it being a tool, a powerful tool to manifest your goals and your dreams, it's also a relaxing and creative way to relax, right? Where it's a mindfulness practice where we got to pause a little bit and take our time to breathe and be present in the moment while focusing at the task on the task at hand. So as you can see, everybody had their vision board and their goals where they put pictures, cut out pictures of where they used words and pictures to create a vision of what they want the next month or the rest of the year to look like for them. Some of them wanted to take part more in exercising. One said that they want to read more, right? right? And reading is a great mindfulness practice
definitely.
for you to relax and to take yourself out of a stressful situation and get yourself into another world and expand your mind and transform your mindset through books such as, The Power Tip of the Day by Mpho Kolopane. So, like we said last week, we had him here, and at the Vision Board and Pizza, he even shared a little story about how art can be used for healing and how music can be used, and the rhythm of music can be used for healing.
Yeah, it is very beautiful, man. I mean, I would also be happy being part of the people who are drawing up and putting pictures for the vision. But right now I have, a footage that I want to play so that you can take us through what is happening and, what was the process going on right here. So this is the video. You can see people putting on pictures, individuals doing that. So, take us through this, man.
So, right there, people were getting together. So the exercise was for them to get together the images and to go through magazines, newspapers, to put together pictures, gather pictures that they think describes and speaks to their visions and their goals. So what you see right there is everybody getting into it and taking the time out to sift through magazines to look for images and words that describe and speak to their visions and their goals.
So was that the
exercise?
No, but was that the intention of encouraging people to bring old magazines?
Yes.
Because I saw that it was on the poster.
Yes. So part of the vision here was that we are also trying to bring awareness to environmental health. So we're looking at holistic wellness. So in order for us to be well, we need to eat well. And our earth provides us with our food. And if we are poisoning our food with waste and litter and non-recyclable materials, then of course that's going to infect and affect the soil that our food grows in, and in turn affects our health. So part of what was happening was Debbie Cockrell from the Bosmont Community Green Project was giving everybody a talk, and this is her with her team of UJ student volunteers. As you can see them, they are gathering images and words, trying to create their vision boards. And as you could see at the end, where everybody was holding up their vision board, everybody's vision boards looked amazing.
Yeah.
And we got to talking a little bit about what every goal and what this meant to everybody.
Yeah,
That's cool stuff, man.
Yeah, I can see, man.
Very cool stuff.
The pizzas being, all over the table, man. So, when it comes to the pizzas, was it, different flavors? Was it intentional to have a pizza? What kind of a pizza meant? Things like that.
No, it wasn't about, with the pizza, it was giving people good food. Good, freshly made, wholesome food, because Tepi uses fresh ingredients, fresh dough that she prepares herself. So everything was made fresh on the day. So it was to give everybody a wholesome experience with good food and good vibes.
Yeah.
The music was amazing. We had a silent reading as well. So the session started with everybody getting into a serene and relaxed space by giving them an hour or so to just take a book from a table a book of their choosing from a table, and just go into a corner listening to some relaxing atmospheric music and get into reading. When last did you guys read? When last did you read? When last did you actually pick up a book?
Beautiful. We're gonna come back to that, and I enjoyed.
If we start and we get into motivating and visions and boarding and pizza, we'll never end. We're
gonna get into that. You know what? It was wonderful to hear you such things, and I can't wait to do that again tomorrow on wellness, man, because it's something that will help you mentally, being around people doing different tasks, that have, different meaning and coming together. Unity, togetherness is what we embrace right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. 6 minutes past 9. So what we're going to do today is practice our everyday cultural ritual right here on the Vooka
Cultural
Breakfast Show. Yeah, man. You know that we have your today in histories and, your word of the day.
Yes,
But
sir.
you know that we always begin with today in history. What do we have today in history? Is the first one is Alexander Graham birth date. Right? On March 3rd, today, in Edinburgh, Scotland, he is best known for inventing the telephone, and making
Alexander Graham Bell,
and making its significant contribution to communication technology. Did you know that? Tell me down on the comment section. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show is the hashtag to use.
Do you have another one more?
Yes, I have the last two. So, Rodney King police brutality. In 1991, the Rodney King incident occurred in Los Angeles, where police officers were filmed beating motorist Rodney King, leading to widespread outrage and later riots. So, another one is Saudi Arabian oil discovery. In 1938, oil is discovered in Saudi Arabia, marking the beginning of the country's rise as a major oil-producing nation. And before I go anywhere and I give it to you, let me, go through some birthdays that we have for today, right? Today, people who are growing up is Julius Malema, the leader of the EFF.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
So interesting fact about Julius Malema is that he was expelled from the ANC and he is known for his outspoken and sometimes controversial statements.
Yes.
Bring back the land. And then the last one is Banele Mngci. He's the founder of Blink-On Network and the Vooka Breakfast Show.
Shout out, man. Shout out to our station manager.
Shout out. He was born on the 3rd of March in 1989. And once again, happy birthday to you, my good sir. And then an interesting fact about him is that he is able to recite almost all of Tupac's songs.
Wow.
Word for word.
Okay.
bruh.
No wonder his nickname is Lyric.
Lyric.
Right?
Yeah, I see.
Good with the lyrics.
It's a very interesting one. The last birthday that I have for the day, and I don't know if Banel is aware of this one. And it's such a cool thing. In my view, in my opinion, it's very cool to be sharing a birthday with the one and only Miriam Makeba.
Oh, nice.
Miriam Makeba was born on this day in 1932, and she is actually the first internationally famous African artist who was born in Johannesburg.
I think to correct you, I think it's tomorrow.
Is
the
it- is it-
birthday?
is it
yeah,
tomorrow?
the 4th of March.
Not the 3rd,
Not the
but very
3rd.
close to each
Yeah,
other.
very close to each other.
So I found that very interesting, man. Very
Yeah.
interesting. So one thing I have here, Mo, it says here, today is actually World Hearing Day.
Nice.
Discover the key to lifelong well-being, nurturing and safeguarding your hearing for a vibrant and connected life. Very,
True.
very, very cool stuff. And of course, March 3rd is the 62nd day of the year.
Yeah.
And is the 63rd day in a leap year. In the Gregorian calendar, of course.
Yes.
And it marks 303 days until the year ends. So I also find that one very, very, very interesting.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
definitely, man. Interesting that we have right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show today in history. And now we are moving to our word of
the day.
man. You know that we have very, very interesting things for you right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. So our word of the day is momentum.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Right. So the definition of momentum is the force or speed of movement that something has when it is moving or developing. In an example sentence, the team gained momentum in the second half of the game, scoring 3 goals in a row.
Yeah.
What momentum have you guys gained in the past days or in a weekend? Because I gained momentum to go out and see my friends. And trust me, what we did
has increased our productivity
I
levels.
really want to find out because I remember last week, TC, when you were not here, Mo mentioned that this past weekend he was going to a very cool place that I like personally, right here in Soweto. It's called Carltonage, and so I can't wait to find out what the momentum
What the
brought
Definitely, man.
What
Yo,
momentum
yo, yo,
he
yo.
gained from that
It
experience.
was too much. The momentum was too much. The speed,
Yes,
the
sir.
pace, the progressive, the drive, the energy,
Hey,
man.
man.
You know, man, those places, that's what you have to apply, man.
Yes,
you
sir.
know,
Yes, sir.
the energy was very good. But we're going to get into that. So, our word of the day, guys, is momentum. So, the force or the speed that you use in your everyday life, requires you to control the amount of speed that you do it. If you are chasing your dreams, the amount of momentum that you put into your dreams matters, because balance is the most important thing that deals also with your mental health. So
Yeah.
always be balanced. Don't share things. Your mind is pacing, but your heart is calm. So try to balance those things. So a very good motivational message will be: Happy Monday. Start your week with momentum. Set your goals, prioritize your tasks, and take the first step towards achieving your dreams. Remember, momentum is the key to success. Keep pushing forward. You will be unstoppable.
Yes.
cool
Good
stuff.
things
That's
right
amazing,
here on
amazing
the
stuff.
Vooka Breakfast Show. 12 minutes past 9. It is the time. My name is Moketi Maimane, and I'm with TC Ogamazibugo and Musi Mist. What you're going to do right now is head over to the weather update and get you prepped for the day. After the weather update, we're going to come with TC Ogamazibugo with your traffic update right there on the road. So let us take a short break.
Just wait for me to speak, ne? You are back. This is the Vooka Breakfast Show. My name is Tisi Gamazibugo Shabalala, and this is a recap of your traffic. There's a crash on the N12 eastbound in Bedfordview, just past the Edenvale Road on ramp M37. The emergency lane is closed. There's a crash on the N12 westbound in Bedfordview, just past the Edenvale Road on ramp M37. 1 out of 4 lanes is closed. There's a crash on the N3 northbound in Germiston at Geldenhuys. The off-ramp in the M2 N2 East is affected, with 2 out of 4 lanes closed. There's a stationary vehicle near Greenstone Mall on the N3 northbound, just past the Mortefontein Road on ramp R25. 1 out of 3 lanes is closed. There's a stationary vehicle in Benoni on the N12 eastbound at the Putfontein Road on ramp from Kingsway Avenue R51. The emergency lane is closed. That's all for now. Stay tuned for more traffic update. It's the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Let's get into more of the show with you.
17 minutes past 9, and that was UTC Mazibugo with your traffic update. And we got you prepped with your weather update. So please do make sure for more updates as I'm going to come back with your recap of the news headlines and your sports headlines on the top of the hour. You're still watching the Vooka Breakfast Show. The hashtag to use is hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. So what I'm going to do right now is to come back with your social trends. What is trending on your socials right now? So Naledi is going to be joining us shortly with what is trending on the socials. But to cue you up with what she will be looking at is the return of Shaka Ilembe season 2, right? So she is going to be taking us through that and reading what is going on, because as viewers we actually can't wait, man, for Shaka Zulu, which embraces the story of the Zulu kingdom back in the 1880s, drawing it back, man, to the historical days where, in those days, Zabo Shaka Zulu, King Echwayo, and things like that. It is interesting as a young person as me, man, to be, getting to know more in that history of the Zulu kingdom, because we are a diverse country, by the way. And obviously, we hope that the broadcasting companies will be looking at, the historical days of King Moshweshwe, King Sikukune from the Pedi, diverse nation and the cultural thing, the cultural tribes. So let us get straight into it, because Naledi is here with us. So what I want you to do, guys, is to stay on our social media platform. So when I go to YouTube, I still have Uradzelane, which is a happy birthday, Mr. B. Happy birthday! Hooray! 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 Exactly, that's my people. And I have Zinzi Elizabeth. Wow, interesting fact about today. 3rd of March and having 303 days left to the end of the day. And then she wrote it like 3/03. Makes it 303, which we are left. The amount of days that are left. So let me quickly go in and, introduce the one and only Naledi Matotong, just to give us the spice on what she has, about the trending socials. Naledi, once again, good morning, and how are you doing?
Good morning, Mwegeti. I'm great. Thanks, and yourself?
Yeah, man. I heard that you will be coming, with some social trends and tell us what is happening on our socials today. So what do you have for us, man? Because I heard that Shaka season 2 is coming back.
Yes, that's
Tell
true.
me more about that, man.
Yes, Shaka Ilembe season 2 is coming.
Okay.
So MultiChoice confirmed that it's coming back.
Yeah.
I think, or I guess we are all excited for it. You get? So yeah, let me just get into it.
Can't wait.
MultiChoice confirms Shaka Ilembe will return for season 2. After a successful first season on Monday, 4th September, MultiChoice confirmed that the popular South African drama series Shaka Ilembe was given the green light for season 2. According to MultiChoice, the first season of the show showcased the origins story of the legendary African King Shaka, Kasenzanga Corner's return to the Zulu throne. The story also takes a dive into love, war, loss, betrayal, sacrifice, and triumph. And for season 2, the story will reportedly pick up from Shaga's long prophesied region into writing himself into history. MultiChoice CEO Entertainment Nomsa Piliso spoke on the decision to renew the series. MultiChoice is really committed to telling the Shaga Ilembe story, and this season 2 announcement confirmed our intentions to honor the iconic figure of King Shaga with a continuation of his story on air, she was quoted saying. Shaga Ilembe actress Hlophe Mbele bids farewell to Balega's character image via Instagram.
Yeah.
Shaga Ilembe is production by the award-winning Bomb Production, who is also behind the popular productions such as Yizo Yizo, Zone 14, Jacob Cross, Isibaya, and more. According to the Bomb website, fans and viewers are promised to see new stars, characters, and plot lines delivered in the same polish in the second season as they did in the first one. Speaking about production film producers, Desiree McCraft, sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong, revealed that the goal is reach up to 3 seasons with ambitions of making a series as epic and vast as Game of Thrones. We want to tell the story of the Nguni people who migrated to below the Pongola River and ruled over this vagrant land. I think that's it.
Yeah, beautiful, man. Beautiful for that, piece that you have read for us, guys. Please do make sure that, you stay tuned, man, because obviously this is making the social media headlines right now. And by the way, for those who did not know, Shaga is now available on IMDb, right? IMDb is based, in England, which is the Internet Movie Database. So what you can do is to search Shaga Ilembe. You will get the necessary information that you need. And again, for Shaga Ilembe Season 2. Exactly, man. And obviously, I know that Shaga has some interesting cast, as Unomzamo Mbata plays Nandi, which is the mother of Shaga Zulu, right? So it is interesting, man, on how Angus Gibson, which is the director of Shaga Ilembe, has taken this project so far into getting deep into the history of the Zulu kingdom, man. Because we know that most of us... we didn't have any idea on how the Zulu kingdom came about. Did you guys know anything about the Zulu kingdom?
No.
Well, you learn about it in history, but what I love is the dramatization and the arts, the skill of art behind it, the storytelling ability, and how it explores the creative industry using South African actors, some of the best, like you mentioned. Who's the main character? Please remind me of his name. The one who plays Shaga.
The one who plays Shaga,
Wasn't it Wiseman?
No, it's not Wiseman. It's not
Wiseman.
Wiseman.
Yes, the one who everybody when he was cast. Lebogang. Yes,
right.
Everybody was very was split as to why he was playing Shaga and he's not. Lebogang Tsipa. Apologies on that one, having Monday brain. But hey, we are awake with you on the Vooka Breakfast Show, and we are awake and we are live. So, but with Lebogang Tsipa, the people were split between why he had to play Ushaga, being somebody who isn't born into the Zulu as a Zulu person. But I mean, really, he did the role justice in my.
It's a character.
It's a character that he played, and I think he played it well. I know there's some criticism and some critics out there who might have another opinion or a different opinion, but I think he did the role justice, as well as Unandi, Unomzamo Mbatha playing Nandi. She did that as well. I mean, so many other Abu Wiseman, Ngube. So I loved to see the catalogue of South African actors on Ushaga.
And the person who did the casting, did justice.
The casting director.
That person knows his story or her story.
Yeah, they know their story, definitely sure, man. Because we saw Senzo Khatebe, was playing Senza Ngakona. And then we had Don Tandega King as Umkabaye.
I love her.
Yeah, man, definitely. Tell us, what do you think about the return of Shaka Ilembe, season 2 coming once again into our screens? And what we need is this kind of stories, man, to reach out, to the outside world. Not people think that South Africa is only occupied by Zulu people. I think that narrative also needs to be chased down, and it needs to be changed, man. It needs to be changed because they need to look into the history of Kukune, the King Yamapedi, or King Moshweshwe, people like that.
Yeah, I do get what you're saying, Mo, because we have so many tribes and clans and interesting historical, cultural, and traditional stories that can be told in South Africa. So we would like production houses, media houses to actually explore more of those stories and not just focus on the Zulu kingdom, as much as we know that they were one of the biggest tribes to influence our history and how the world looks today in South Africa.
Yeah, definitely, man. So, guys, do make sure that you catch Shaka Ilembe season 2 on your screens, because we review movies and series. We're going to come and tell you about what do we think about the season 2 of Ishaka. But in the meantime, do make sure that you binge in to season 1 and see what happened. 28 minutes right in at 9 o'clock, and you're still watching the Vooka Breakfast Show. So what I'm going to do right now is to move into the next segment, right? So the next segment includes what we call our Monday mindfulness. So let me take a quick break just to get a breather. And then when I come back, I would come back mindful, man, so that I can give it to you in a spirit of peace, right? Stay with me as we take a short break. 29 minutes up until we hit the 10 o'clock. You are still watching the VOOKA breakfast show, your energetic start of your day. Located in the heart of Johannesburg is Soweto, Dobsonville. That's where we are broadcasting live. That's where our studios are. Do not be shocked, man, and think we are in Sentin. We are right here around the corner. So do make sure that you become with us and you engage with us on a social media platform. Once again, it's hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Before the break, we gave you your scope into what is trending. And what is trending is the return of Shaka Ilembe Season 2. I hope you guys are ready for that, as we saw Season 1 giving us a blast. So definitely Season 2 is going to come back with more. So as I promised you during the break that when we come back, we are going to go into what we call Monday mindfulness. So this one requires us to be calm, because now energies are going to be exchanged.
To become what?
Yeah, man. Unless you have a bad energy, I will just stand up and leave, guys.
But it requires us to be calm. To become what?
Yeah, to be calm.
Be calm.
Be calm.
be calm.
Yes. So what I like about the word be calm is it can be, spoken as like it's two in one, because it's be calm and become something, right?
Yeah,
man.
okay.
That's the beautiful. That's why I'm perspicacious. By the way. I like to look things into detail. Yeah, but whoever is watching right now, guys, have you ever felt like your work is taking over your life? Life has become a real challenge. Because this Monday mindfulness, we will help you to reclaim that balance to set the right tone for the week ahead. By the way, guys, do you guys practice your mindfulness into preparing for the week?
Yeah.
So, can you please tell me just in a short brief, man?
TC is already someone who does vision boarding and stuff. So it goes without saying, But a mindful Monday morning.
Yes.
A mindful Monday is a practice that involves starting the week with intention and mindfulness. It can help you focus, reduce stress, and be more productive. And there's quite a few activities you can do for a mindful Monday, such as setting your goals or practicing gratitude, which is one that stands out for me. Eating healthy meals and using positive affirmations. Yes, affirmations. And, practice mindfulness coloring. Colors can also be quite a thing that, that help with uplifting your mood and putting you in a mood that pushes you to be mindful of your surroundings and just what the rest of the week is going to look like, And, there's actually benefits to being mindful on a Monday. And some of the benefits include having an improved focus, reduced stress, increased productivity. More, that on Thursday we spoke about productivity and the hacks that one can use to have a productive life, or rather be productive in your day-to-day life. And the last one that I have here is having an improved mental wellness. So there's quite amazing stuff that come with being mindful, with your surroundings, your emotions, your affirmations, and everything that has to do with you, man. Such cool stuff. Is there anything that you have, TC?
Yeah, breathe. One thing that can help you calm down and just bring yourself back into the moment is deep breathing.
Yeah.
So just take a deep breath from the core of your stomach. Deep breaths, take a pause, another breath.
Yeah.
Take a pause, another breath. Perhaps do this for about 10 minutes at your desk without any distractions. So basically, just take that moment at your desk. Put down your pen if you're somebody who uses a pen and paper. Just take your eyes away from your screen and breathe deep. Hold your breath.
breathe out, breathe deep, hold your breath, breathe out. Breathing deep can help you
Can also
reset.
help. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Breathing
Definitely,
technique, man.
definitely,
Breathing
definitely.
technique is a very good thing that one can use at home, guys. Because one thing I've learned about the breathing technique is, breathe in the same amount of breath and breathe out the same amount, of breath that you have actually taken in. Guys, let's be honest. Sometimes pressure can always and can be overwhelming. Juggling between your work, meetings, and having to attend to, people's crisis. It can get to you. But now we are here to help you, to, kind of find balance and melody between the lines. So, guys, I'm going to read the stats that we have found here because they say in 2022, a study by Old Mutual found that 62% of South African remote workers reported working longer hours than before. Another stat, it says the University of Cape Town found that 15% of South Africans participate in some form of gig work, which offers flexibility but also presents challenges like income insecurity. Right? So it's some of the things that when we look at our everyday fast-paced life, we get into. And now we are trying to find ways to juggle in between. That's why Monday Mindfulness is here for you. But now let me take you through a case study with question and answer so that you can get a deep understanding of what we are trying, and what we are trying to build an image on your mind. So the gig economy in South Africa, while offering flexibility and independence, comes with significant stresses such as income insecurity, lack of social protection, and the absence of legal safeguards. Gig workers often face unpredictable earnings and are not covered by labor laws, which means they lack benefits like unemployment and insurance, sick leave, and workers' compensation. This precarious situation can lead to heightened stress, health and safety concerns, and uncertainty about their employment status, making it challenging to maintain a stable and a secure livelihood. So, right now, the question from the following case study is, how can you achieve better work-life balance, right? The answers are as follows. Mindfulness techniques is practice deep breathing exercises to reduce stress and clear your mind. Try meditation or mindfulness apps like Headspace or Calm. So right now, if you go to your phone and search for Headspace, whether it's a Play Store, App Gallery, or iStore, you would find them, right? Headspace or Calm. Number 2 is set boundaries. Learn to say no and prioritize the tasks that truly matter. Number B is define clear work hours and stick to them. Self-care, make time for activities that bring you joy and relaxation, such as reading, gardening, and spending time with loved ones. I know which gardening, it's a bit of a challenge because the Kenya paving for what you never understand. You need to have a garden, in your yard where you wake up every day, you flower those flowers, or maybe if you've planted some vegetation or fruits right there. Right. So those are the techniques that you can use to make sure that everything in your life is balanced. Someone is waking up with a lot of things in their mind, and now they can't actually project what their day is going to look like. So with these techniques, you're going to be helped. So did you know that chronic stress can increase your risk of developing serious health issues such as heart disease and diabetes? It's time to take control of your work-life balance before it takes control of you.
Yeah, man.
Understand? So
Wow.
balance is important. I don't know if you guys have came across any people who have like a large amount of stress and you've seen them how they cope with it. Because the people that I know, they drink alcohol most of the time.
Yeah,
to
that's a
cope.
negative coping mechanism.
Yeah, like a lot of people, I was actually about to say that a lot of people use very non-beneficial methods and mechanisms to cope with the amount of stresses that comes with that comes with living their day-to-day lives. And of course, I think the major one, or one of the most major ones and biggest ones, is drinking. You know,
That's true.
or smoking of weed is also one that I've found that people like using. And I'm not trying to speak ill or bad of these methods and mechanisms, but of course, like we just read, some of the things that we just went through, there are slightly better ones that we can look into. And going back to what Koko Mahludi mentioned last week, is that one of the things she mentioned is that all of these things can hinder you from having the necessary dreams that you should have, or can even hinder you from remembering these dreams that you have, these non-beneficial coping mechanisms that we execute in our day-to-day lives, with trying to cope with stress and all of these things that you just mentioned more. Bad eating habits are also one. And we take these things for granted as individuals in society, but it's things that we should really, really, really look into. And one of the things more that I like saying, and I like reminding people, or trying to remind people as best as I can, is that the body remembers. What we are doing to our bodies as young people, in life, in our societies, in our day-to-day lives, I promise you the body is going to remember. 10, 15, 20 years from now, our bodies are going to remember all the stress that we were putting through now.
All right. Rather than getting a cold one from the tavern, get cold water, because it is healthy for your body. Right. So on our socials, I have Simami Kalane. Good morning. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show.
Welcome,
Happy birthday, Baba K.
I see you, Kalanda family.
Hooray. Hooray. Exactly. And then the Dooms are 6 at hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Good morning. Hashtag Sivugide. Happy birthday to Mr. B. Wishing him many more healthy and successful years. Magwande Makanye. Thank you so much. Keep those wishes coming. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show is the hashtag to use. So what I'm going to do right now, without wasting any time, is give you your weather update. After weather update, I'm coming with your top of the hour news headlines and sports headlines recap. And after that is where we are going to get Afriberry with our business blog. As I told you, if you're an aspiring entrepreneur and you know any entrepreneur, this segment is for you. So do make sure that you stay tuned with us. Good morning, South Africa. If you have missed your news headlines, these are your news recap. Cabinet has approved the appointment of Professor John Lamola as the South African New Airways CEO. But the decision is not without controversy. Reports suggest the Transport Minister Barbara Creecy and Deputy President Paul Mashatile held separate interviews with Lamola months after the initial interviews. Chairperson of Parliament's Transport Portfolio Committee, Donald Selamolela, said he would want to judge Lamola on his time as interim CEO. Now, moving to the next headline that includes Gauteng's cybercrime. Gauteng's online government system are under relentless attack. That's according to the Gauteng e-government MEC Bonginkosi Dlamini. But he says safeguards are in place to protocol the systems. There are problems with people who wanted to hack the government system. But he must really assure the Gauteng's residents that they have got high caliber way of safeguarding. On the last headlines, on the update of KZN floods, the KwaZulu-Natal government plans to discuss a measure to prevent climate change-related death and destruction. MEC Siboniso Duma highlighted the need to address aging infrastructure and potential home threats. A climate conference in the eThekwini is scheduled for April. Duma assured flood victims that they will receive aid, including support for families needing help with burials. The National Human Settlement Department will assist flood victims in the KZN in the coming days. That's all for the news headlines. Heading over to the sports news. Orlando Pirates missed the chance to close the gap to Mamelodi Sundowns by losing 2-0 to Marumo Gallants. Goals from Gabadino Mango and an own goal by Talent Mbata secured the win for Gallants. Sundowns, who beat Kaizer Chiefs 1-0, now lead Pirates by 18 points. Gallants move up to 13th, avoiding the relegation zone. On the next headline, AmaZulu secured their second consecutive victory with a 2-0 win over Cape Town City at Kings Wellington Stadium on Sunday. Athazwane started strong as the new sole head coach after Vusmuzi Vilagazi's sudden departure during the week. This win lifted Usutu to 5th place in the Betway Premiership standings with their 10th victory of the season. Cape Town City's winless streak extended to 7 games with 6 losses in their last 7 matches. Elmo Kambindu, AmaZulu's January signing, scored the first goal in the 23rd minute after sustained pressure from his team. On the other news, Nkosi Khona Mhlakwana ready to make his mark on the Two Oceans Marathon long-distance runner. Nkosi Khona Pitbull Mhlakwana is focused on winning the Two Oceans Marathon on the 5th April in Cape Town. He aims to improve on his second-place finish from 2 years ago. Mhlakwana, a member of the Hollywood Athletics Club for 4 years, admits to feeling some nervousness but remains dedicated to his goal. That's all for now. Stay tuned for more news and sports updates and analysis throughout the show. Do not forget to share your thoughts on these matches with us on social media using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. My name is Moeketsi Maimane. So right now we're going to get you prepped with your business blog that is going to be done by Afriberry right here on the topical discussion. So please do make sure that you stay tuned.
Well, yeah, shopping blossom memory. Yes.
Wow!
You wish it was you.
Vooka Breakfast Show.
We're out here in the heart of Soweto, Top Santon. This is right next to Zondi Hills and just before you get to Broad Fisher Club. I'm out here, my name is Musi West. I'm out here with the one and only maximum temperature. I'm working my money. TC Shabalala Wakamazibugo, and of course our station manager, the one and only Manele Lyric. And we're traveling out here, man. This is what we do on the Vooka Breakfast Show.
Yeah, you gotta get it fresh.
We are fresh and nice. Now it's time to take the information to the people.
Of course, like Mo just mentioned, do stay tuned, comment, like, subscribe, share your thoughts and your opinions and everything else in between. We're going to be coming to a street to do live near you, wanting to know what your thoughts are out there on the street.
First, we've got TCO Wamazibugo with the traffic update. Right now, we are going to N1 southbound to make sure that whatever that you guys get, it is real-time information.
Yes, sir.
So looking at Mukhorosi, we have robots that are not working right here, but the traffic is moving. We're going to look at when is your rush hour time, when people are from the work, or from school,
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes,
Gonna
sir.
give you your daily update. So do make sure that you stay with us. Mobile Vooka Breakfast
Yes,
Show.
sir.
Asante at least. All right, 10 minutes till we hit the 10 o'clock, and you're still watching the Vooka Breakfast Show, your energetic start of the day. You're located in the heart of Johannesburg. Soweto is Dobsonville, where we are broadcasting live. So I hope you guys are having a great time. Do make sure that you comment on our YouTube. The hashtag to use is a hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Keep those comments coming. We love engaging with you, and you will see how much your engagement means to us. My name is Moketi Maimane, and I am with Musi Mist. And now joining us on the table is Afri Berry. Ever wondered who is responsible for the business startup? It's something that we are going to be getting through, because as business people go around giving talks to people, important talks that steer their business into success. It's what we're going to have. And in coming days, we're going to have your experts sitting right here with us, giving us valuable information that you can apply in your businesses. Good morning, Afriberry, and how are you doing?
Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's doing good. I hope everybody's is definitely feeling fantastic. And njengoba umwashile nihlele nami Afriberry, also known as Miss Berry Blaze, but to the darker the berry, the sweeter than tuntun. Imnandi mamnyama mamhlophe lektekateken but marloko famba nami weta ekhoma kahle. And then njengoba umwashile ukuthi today we'll be discussing everything about business. Ne? So with Business Blog, we're going to be talking about what is a founder. I mean, like there's different versions of a founder. A founder bazotshela ngomuntu oqala ikhanda.
Yeah.
Isn't this different? So today we'll be basically discussing what is a founder. And I'm like, have you ever wondered like who steers the ship in like its startup?
Yeah.
Is it the visionary one or the dynamic founder in the duo? Because some founders actually have two people compared to one person. But then, you know what? Let me just first define what a founder is. So, Lana Batsi, a founder is an individual who conceptualizes and initiates the creation of a new business venture. So this person is a driving force behind the original idea, the vision, the mission, and everything that the business wants to accomplish, right? So right here, we also say an example is think of Steve Jobs. Like, okay, man, when I start to Steve Jobs, that's why we have Apples, Buddy Mackie, and Tuntun. That person started Apple as something Elokore wants to grow it in the tech world, make it a business, that he computer, marawa, but if the smartphones, it's nice. Right. Yeah. So now we're gonna go into a definition of a co-founder. A co-founder is someone who joins the founder at the early stage or the early development of the business to help build the company and mold it to become the visionary or the vision that the founder wants to have it in, right? And then Batsima consider Steve Wozniak. Who co-founded Apple alongside Steve Jobs. So was Steve kopana, but Steve Steven. Anyway, and then this one brought in his technical expertise into conceptualizing the whole idea of what Apple is right now and what we actually have. So why have a co-founder, right? But now having a co-founder brings diverse skills. And then it also helps to have experience and enrich the startup. But like Mo, do you think it's very necessary to have a co-founder when starting up a business?
Yeah, definitely. Sometimes it is very important to have, that's someone who will be in your side to witness what you will be growing to the future. Because a co-founder is actually responsible for telling the story as it is. You understand? Because it happens that the founder, in most of the times, they pass away.
now the story, no one is there to tell the story. No one is there to tell how the business was formed, the structures and the systems that are actually being brought into the business. So co-founders are actually they play a very huge important role by my own understanding, right? Because when you have co-founded something, man, later stages when you are going to, branch out, it's important to have those systems that are going to help and build to share the vision, because the founder and the co-founder, they play very huge important roles in the building up of the business. I mean, that's what I think in my own opinion.
Yeah, man, very interesting stuff. There we go. When we talk all things business and we talk who finds the business or who starts up the business, like Afri just mentioned, there's quite a few people, very notable businessmen, who have created very big businesses in the world, and some of these businesses have affected our day-to-day lives, things like Apple and Spotify and iPhones and smartphones and various other things, of course. But like when you say more, being the one person who's founded the company on your own and having one or two other people who find the business with you or who start up the business with you, I think it really helps when you have more than one person. I could be wrong. I haven't founded a business myself, but I feel like when there's two or more people coming together and trying to put something together, it really brings it up, because one person's idea could work well, as we've seen in the past, but having more ideas and having more thoughts and opinions on how we can start up this business, how we can run it, having different visions and thoughts. We just spoke about vision boarding, so I'm sure having Musi Mrs. vision board and having Afriberry's vision board and having Mo's vision board, but sure, all aimed at building one business could do wonders for people. So maybe we should also get into some time on a Monday when we're talking all things business with Mo Afriberry. We should talk all things that are required to starting up a business. Someone out there could be watching, maybe it could be you, and I want to go already saying from wherever you're tuned in from. You might perhaps be someone who's very interested in wanting to start up your own business in whatever field, man. So we will always be sharing very great stuff when it comes to all things starting a business. Yeah, Afriberry?
Oh, that's actually great. I love your thoughts when it has to do with founders and co-founders, right? So right now we're going to discuss the responsibilities of a founder versus the responsibilities of a co-founder. So founders typically focus on the bigger picture, the vision, and the strategy towards actually building the business. And then when it comes to co-founders are mostly responsible for the product development, the finance, and the operation side of the business. But I feel like when it comes to this one, it should be split 50-50 on almost everything, and having people just focus on mainly that. Because as a founder, as much as you can be able to find a business, have the bigger picture about it, but sometimes if you don't know what's happening inside the business, it becomes a problem.
Yeah.
It literally becomes a problem, because half the time you need to go and pitch to people who say, okay, I found a certain business. After finding it, they ask you, what are the operational costs? What are the finance? What do you make on a week? What do you make based on a monthly basis? And you can't answer those questions because we're not always sitting in the office.
Yeah, because it speaks to the mind of the business itself. Because in my history of seeing people having businesses, I have heard of something that is called a business plan. Because everything that you do, it needs to have a plan. And one of the things that we have seen, and we all know that a business is nothing without capital, without money. So for the business to run smoothly, it needs your financial planning, which needs to be secured at the right time, and methods that are going to come after that. And also in the business world, we know that the nature can change anytime.
Definitely.
So you need to learn your risks, inside the business world. So yeah, man, it's actually
a
Very
lot more
interesting
to
stuff.
review.
Yeah, very interesting
Yeah.
stuff. And we can never, we can never finish it or end it in one sitting. So I think as the weeks go by, these are some of the things. And of course, we'd love to hear if there's any questions that you have when I go Lapengo. If there's anything knowledgeable or informative that you might have. Perhaps you're someone who started a business. Perhaps you have a friend or a neighbor or a partner that you has started a business. Please, by all means, reach out to them and reach out to us and share all this information that you have about starting up a business. What do you need? What are some of the things that you go through? Are you running it as a sole proprietor? Are you running it as a joint venture with having one or multiple partners? So would love to get into that. And of course, as the weeks go by, we're always going to be sharing all this information and knowledge with you as to what businesses require when you want to start it.
Yes. So right now we're going to go into the challenges faced by founders and co-founders, right? Both founders and co-founders face unique challenges. Founders may struggle with loneliness and pressure, while co-founders might face issues of alignment and equity, right? And then we also have to do the real world examples, right? We need typical examples. Let's look at some successful founders and co-founders, Mark Zuckerberg and Eduardo Savir. Oh my gosh, I need to learn these names very fast. So they with their co-founder situation, one ended up making the business become very successful to a point that it now also even owns WhatsApp. Like, let's look at how Meta went so far and has become such an amazing social media platform, while Mark strived and didn't give up on the dream.
Yeah.
So sometimes being a founder also means that you'll have to come to the conception or the idea that sometimes you might have a co-founder that'll leave you and have to soldier on throughout the way. Sorry, let's be like right now. I hope that everybody has had an amazing time with our discussion today. Founders and co-founders are very important to each other because they play a very important role intertwining together and making sure that the business is successful. So when you go out there and find your co-founder, make sure that somebody within your yin and your yang.
Yeah, definitely, man. Thank you so much for that information. And I hope for everyone who is watching right now, it was information that you can share to the other people, as we will be live and, we can give you a recap of what we're speaking about. And it is very important to get some of the people right here in the show who have business, who are going to give us real experience of how it's like running a day-to-day business. Right? So we hope that you guys got that on our business blog. So right now it's 2 minutes past 10 in the top of the hour. And you know that Monday is full of motivation and things that we bring to you that are going to sustain you in the longer lifetime in your life. So without wasting any time, what I want to do is to go to the next segment, which is the Music Monday. What do you think when you speak about the music? How do you set the tone? What genre of music do you play? But now we're going to be looking into the stats of what are the stats in South Africa, what are people listening into, and who is topping those charts on the music blog. So right now what I'm going to do is to take a short break, and then when we come back we get deep into what do we have on our music blog. So let's take a short break and stay tuned.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for staying with us right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. My name is Moketi Maimane. And before the break, we had your business blog where we gave you everything business and how to steer your business forward by looking into the deep components and opponents of having a business, right? So what you're gonna do right now is to change things a little bit, because even if you have a business, you need some music to bring the groove onto the space that you are working on. Because speaking of music, man, I've seen that in a lot of businesses, it's a technique to make sure that they convince consumers to stay on the shops, right? We have went to these retail stores. When you get in, there's smooth music that speaks to you to say, you know what, we care about your well-being. So we're going to give you different levels of hospitality right here. But yeah, we're doing it different here, Mzansi, as we are going to be looking at the top 5 Spotify South African, artists. What are people looking at, and what are the charts saying? Musi, do you have something for me, my brother?
Very, 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 very cool stuff, Mo. When we speak all things music, man, I get excited.
Yeah.
I get very, very excited. I think in-house here, Mo Vooka being one of, or perhaps even maybe the only actively working musician in the space right now. So when I was going through some of these things, I found it very, very interesting, man, to find out some of this information that we have here. So we have the top 5, I guess you would describe them as the most streamed artists in South Africa right now. Okay. And one of them is someone who makes us dance on a weekend basis, njalo nje, and is always coming out with amazing hits and great hits in the space, man, especially in the amapiano genre. And the first person that I'm talking about is the one and only Kabza the Small. Kabza has been doing the things, man. Of course, he's been in the industry for a while now. But the first time that I came across him was back in 2018. This was when festive was about to hit, when the festive season was about to come through, and he came out with songs that it takes me back, man. It takes me back, man. And what the Amapiano DJs are doing is amazing stuff, because they're opening the industry so much so to all these up and coming young guys, man. More you would know of all people,
of course,
on the other platform that you are very familiar with. That there's a lot of upcoming producers and DJs in the space that are coming up, and you and I learned of very interesting stuff. There is subgenres within the Amapiano space. TC, have you heard of Iskitongo?
I've heard of it.
Have you heard of private school?
Yes, private school.
Man, learn
about Calvin Momo.
Yeah, man. Mo and I used to learn almost on a weekly basis. So a few things here about Kabza the Small. Originally born Abelo Mota. He's a South African DJ and record producer known as the King of Amapiano. He gained international recognition with his hit Umshofe. Handsome show, like I just mentioned, and this was, I think, back in 2018, and has released several other successful albums since then. Very interesting stuff. He's aged 31 right now, and his net worth, guys, this person is $2 million. Is his net worth, and he's won a Summer Award and a BET Award. His latest song is Kabza Chant, and one of the things that I love that he does is that whenever he releases an album, he never does it a conventional 12, 11, 13 song album. He will come out with 23 songs, Chief. Yeah. Which is something great for me to witness whenever that happens. And an interesting fact about Kabza is that he is self-taught. He's a self-taught FL Studio composer and used to fake his live sets using a DVD player before he had proper equipment.
Yeah. I've literally heard of that story, man.
Yeah.
Because for people like Kabza to get in the game, it was very, very difficult.
Yeah,
I can
You know,
imagine.
Yeah, even though there was few, because remember that the kind of music Bo Kabza were doing, it was not, so relevant.
Yes.
People were looking at your house music.
Yeah.
That's when those times where hip hop influenced a lot of people.
Yeah,
Kwaito,
yeah.
things
Definitely,
like that.
definitely.
Yeah, hence a lot of people, man, have this conversation that Kabza's music has changed because
Yeah.
when Kabza started, it was the real organic piano. You understand?
Yeah.
So, yeah, from what we are hearing now, yes, it's a little bit matured, by the way. Private. It went to private school.
Yeah.
It's what we're experiencing.
Yeah.
But interesting facts, man.
Very, very cool stuff, man. Okay, and then moving right along, the second artist that we have as part of the top 5 is the one and only Tyler.
Oh yeah. And plus water.
Give me water.
We spoke
Tyler-
about water the
Tyler,
other day. Yeah.
Like I spoke about Robin Williams last week. On one of the mornings, a Tyler special was playing as I was getting ready, and there was so much information and knowledge to find out about her. Very, very interesting stuff. How she started her music journey, how she eventually got recognized, and how she eventually, made it to the USA, moved that side, or was flown that side, and eventually, won that the award that she won and stuff like that. So very, very interesting stuff. Tyler is 22 years old right now, and her net worth is at $1 million. And her latest songs include Truth or Dare.
Yes.
Such amazing stuff. Some of the awards that she's won is a Summer Award, an MTV Africa Music Award, amongst others, of course. And Tyler is an interesting fact about Tyler is that her debut music video, Getting Late, was shot with no budget and earned her first nomination.
Wow.
Very, very interesting stuff.
man.
Very interesting stuff, man. Born Tyler Laura Seethel, known mononymously as Tyler, is a South African singer who blends pop and amapiano. She gained international fame with her single Water and is known as the Queen of Pop Piano. Okay.
Yeah.
Like a blend of amapiano and
Yeah,
pop.
that-
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Very interesting stuff, man. I always find it interesting finding all of these things out about, these
Yeah,
artists,
yeah,
especially South African artists, who are doing amazing stuff
Amazing
and
things.
putting the South African name on the map, on the international
and
map.
how versatile they can be.
Definitely,
in the
definitely,
moment, man. It's very
definitely,
beautiful.
and taking our authentic styles that come from South Africa, and giving them to the
To the
world,
world, yeah.
very, very interesting stuff. Moving right along, the third one I have here is Tito M. Hey, very interesting, very interesting. Tito M. Born Tato Seth Tito is an amapiano producer, DJ, and sound engineer. He gained prominence with his hit Chwalabam and is known for his innovative contributions to the genre.
True.
With Chwalabam.
Yeah.
And we know that the festive season that we come from was
Exactly,
filled
man.
with Chwalabam.
That dance challenge, bruh.
Yeah.
Everybody was doing that.
That's the nice thing with platforms like your TikTok.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really helps, artists who
To put-
are in the
yeah.
space,
Yeah.
to get more recognition
Definitely.
abroad, man.
Definitely.
So we saw what the Jolabam did with the dances, with the dance challenges. It did very well.
Definitely.
Yeah, it went
Did very well.
viral. It
Yeah.
was making viral videos. It was
Yeah.
a viral sound for the longest on TikTok.
So Tito M has won a Summer Award. And another thing I have here is that Tito M is known for his unique ability to blend traditional amapiano sounds with modern electronic sounds. Very interesting. I didn't know that. And his latest song is Bayazi. Of course, he's an amapiano artist, and his net worth is ranked at $500,000. And he's aged 28. I don't know. He's a 28-year-old. Very interesting stuff. Yeah. The second to last one that I have here is someone that we're all very familiar with, Uncle Waffles.
Uncle Waffles.
Uncle Waffles.
Yes,
Uncle Waffles.
Mo.
Uncle Waffles born. What is Uncle Waffles a fact?
Oh man.
Okay.
Uncle Waffles.
She drives you crazy.
She is, man. My uncle is very beautiful. by the way.
Okay, okay.
She's very beautiful.
Yeah, I see you. So Uncle Waffles, born Ulangelihle Zwane, is a Swazi DJ and record producer based in South Africa. She is celebrated for her dance abilities and her single Tanzania. Very, very interesting. Some of the awards that she's won is a Summer, an MTV Africa Music Award, and amongst others, of course, you know.
Yes.
Her latest song include Wadibusa.
Ah.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure because.
What it was
Oh, okay, okay. Uncle Waffles is 24 years old, and her estimated net worth is around $1.5 million. Very interesting stuff. An interesting fact about Uncle Waffles is that she became the first Amapiano artist to perform at the Coachella Valley
yes.
Music
I remember
and
that.
Artist Festival.
Yeah.
Amazing,
Yeah,
amazing. I saw clips of that, her Coachella
Yeah,
performance.
Coachella.
Man. People were going crazy. man,
Yo,
'cause,
she's a performer, man.
you know,
Oh,
I'm a piano
very
to the world,
beautiful.
man. You know,
Yo.
I feel like now if you were to travel internationally, anywhere in the world, if you were to play an Amapiano song,
Aye.
people would go down. Chief. Like,
Vibes,
people
it's
would,
vibes,
you know,
it's
and of
vibes.
course doing dance routines like,
Yeah.
Come on.
Come
You know,
on.
and kind of was that one, Taka.
Yeah.
There's that one that was very familiar. That was very famous last year. I forget what it was. What's
the
called.
dance names are called,
you know.
yeah.
And then the last one that I have here is Mthandeni.
Oh, Mthandeni.
Mthandeni.
Most listened, by the way.
He's the most
Most-
listened.
most
Umas
listened.
Kandi.
Number
Look at us
5.
Zulus doing the thing.
Mthandeni, SK, born Mthandeni Sibusiso Manqele, is a South African Maskandi musician known for his unique blend of traditional and modern elements. He has released numerous hit songs and albums. Very, very interesting stuff. He's won a Summer Award, and his latest song is Gucci. Mthandeni is a Maskandi artist, and he's aged 36, and his net worth is around $1 million. Very, very interesting stuff.
Yeah.
An interesting fact about Mthandeni is that his debut album, E1000, sold over 5 million copies across several digital music platforms.
One thing about Zulus, we are very supportive of each other's
Very,
music.
very, very
Shem.
interesting stuff. Are you guys supportive of each other?
Really,
Are
the
you sure?
music, Maskandi.
Oh, do you listen to Maskandi?
Yeah,
TC?
certain like songs. Ubabami used to love Ushwi Nomtekala.
Okay, Nomtekani.
So yes,
Yeah.
Ushwi Nomtekala. So I mean, I grew up on that. So Maotela, Sister Queens.
Yeah, Maotela Queens, yeah.
You see, so I know.
Yeah, Sheli Mhlope.
Yeah, Shelim Mhlope.
Okay.
Yeah, I grew up with my parents listening to some music.
And
some
one of the
Maskandi
interesting
music.
things with Gucci ne, is how they blended Mahu Nomthandeni, right?
Okay.
And it was nice to see that. It was
Yeah.
very nice to see that because, you know, Mahu is more of Amapiano.
Yeah.
When she went
She's
there,
a
man.
piano vocalist.
La,
That
la,
was very
hey.
yeah.
I went crazy, man.
Very, very cool stuff. So,
I went
Manakohai, man,
crazy.
this is some of the things that we'll be doing on a weekly basis, giving you all this information about, you know, amazing artists that are doing amazing stuff in the space. And, you know, we always find it very interesting learning all these interesting facts about them and the latest songs that they've released and all of these things. So, yeah, man, cool, very cool stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely. Let's keep the momentum going right
Yes.
here on the hashtag
Word of the
Vooka
day.
Breakfast Show. 19 minutes past 10. It is the time. As we wrap up our music blog, what we're going to do right now is to give you your latest traffic update on what is happening on the road and what to look out for.
You are still live on the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, and my name is Utisika Mazibuko Shabalala. I am coming at you with your latest traffic update. There's a crash near the OR Tambo on the R24 eastbound, just past Barbara Road, on ramp M59. 1 out of 3 lanes is closed. There's a stationary vehicle in Bedford View on the N3 southbound, just past the Galulis interchange. The off-ramp from the R24 N12 west is affected, with 1 out of 5 lanes closed. There's a crash in Germiston on the N17 eastbound, just past the ramp to the N3. The emergency lane is closed. There are roadworks in Bryanston on the N1 northbound at Malibonge Drive. The on-ramp to Malibonge Drive, R512, is affected with the emergency lane closed. That is all for your traffic update. Stay tuned for more on the show.
Well, yeah, Shopping Blossom memory. Yes.
Wow.
You wish it was you.
Vooka Breakfast Show.
We're out here in the heart of Soweto, Top Santon. This is right next to Zondi Hills and just before you get to Broad Fisher Club. I'm out here, my name is Musi Mest. I'm out here with the one and only maximum temperature. I'm working with my TC Shabalala Wakamazibugo, and of course our station manager, the one and only Manelin Lyric. And we're traveling out here, man. This is what we do on the Vooka Breakfast Show.
Yeah, you gotta get it fresh.
Mugile, we are fresh and nice. Now it's time to take the information to the people.
Of course, like Mo just mentioned, do stay tuned, comment, like, subscribe, share your thoughts and your opinions and everything else in between. We're going to be coming to a street to do live near you, wanting to know what your thoughts are out there on the street.
First, we've got TC Mazibugo with the traffic update. Right now, we are going to N1 southbound to make sure that whatever that you guys get, it is real-time information.
Yes,
so, looking at Mukhorosi, we have robots that are not working right here, but the traffic is moving. We're going to look at when is your rush hour time, when people are from the work or from school,
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes,
Gonna
sir.
give you your daily update. So do make sure that you stay with us. Mobile Vooka Breakfast Show.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back, Mzansi. You are still watching the Vooka Breakfast Show with me, Muikiti Maimane, aka Max. For maximum temperature, the son of Mother Nature. This is your energetic start of the day, located in the heart of Johannesburg, Soweto, Dobsonville. That is where we are broadcasting live. I am not alone. I am with my two beautiful co-hosts, TC Mazibugo and Umusi Mist.
Yes,
you know
sir.
that we
Yes,
have
sir.
a culture, man, of funny videos and laughing at what is happening. But before I get into that, just to break the ice, I just want to know, how often do you guys watch funny videos?
Often it gets me out of any bad day, and sometimes just gets my mind off of a lot of stress. I mean, we did speak about how to get rid of stress, and funny videos are one way to get rid of those Monday blues and Monday stress.
Definitely, I agree. I don't know, with me, I don't really watch funny videos as often as I would like.
You don't have TikTok? Facebook?
I mean, I do, but I'm not much of a TikToker. I will go through, because you know what I've noticed? Hey guys, social media will consume you.
It will.
You will
That's
go
one
through
thing about
TikTok
social
or social media video. But I will tell you, the one videos or a trend that I do find very funny, and it's something that we did last week as part of our funny video segment, the laughing corner, is the second date update.
Yeah.
I love those. I those can get me for up to 2 hours. But in a general sense, normally, not really.
Yeah. And have you guys ever heard of the word phobia?
Phobia.
Yes,
yeah,
of course.
I mean, a lot of people have phobias these days.
Yeah, so here with me, I have different kinds, of common fears in adults versus the kids, right? So what I'm gonna do right now is to play a clip and then go through the different types of phobias, right?
Okay.
So let me just show you something right here, because some of you nizenzi gora when you go to clinics and things like that. But I have a video here to demonstrate, some of, the phobias that we're going to go through after. This is the video.
喝醉酒的那，就是每次都下一身汗。
他上出汗喝，那泻过，长了带个。
这咋害怕你也不能动啊？你转过来，你是真害怕还是假？还是啥？
他没打过针。你把脸转过去。你把脸转过去。
你把我搞得我头都是汗，你把头转过去。你把头转过来，你别动嘞。
就是头转过去。你别看。
你把头转过去，你头转过来，你别看。别把自己给紧张了，你快点，快点吧。
哎不，
哎呦，哎呦，
This is your street dad.
你把护士吓得不敢打。
你要这样子，你就给大夫说你别打了，后面。稍等，我也，
拿手机看看。
你不要演，哎呦，你不看一下就过去了。
哎呦，把针打断了没多难呀？
还没打呢。
哎呦喂，哎呦喂
Peel off strength.
我知道，哎呦，你千万不要跑，我的娘哎！你把它肩膀上
大刀，
别动呀！哎呀，哎呦，我的娘哎！
怪不得你说你再不陪他去打针。
哎呦，我的娘哎！哎呦
Just get it done.
just get it done, man. It's okay. They haven't even done anything. They're just cleaning the area for.
哎呦，我的娘！
Relax, buddy.
不，真的，金针不疼。
好，
金针动哎！你怎么转过来了？
Batung mo.
你把自己拍你了，你妈耶！你在这边，在这边。
Ah, but they had to come and hold him like that.
你要这样的话，下周肯定是135要打针的，这种针。你要的话就可以。
We're not going home yet.
We are not going home at all.
干嘛带不来带你做放疗了？
It's the ew. Ew.
打多了打。
Oh, they even had to like put him on the chair. Boozing body. Karingwana.
那要不你先等会儿吧，我那。
哎，把针打多。
Wild.
Just get it over and done with. What are you doing?
They even had to call the CEO of the hospital.
Bathong.
The whole department had to come there and say, guys, we have a situation.
Hey.
O ka re ngwana tshwantse ba mo khotlele
Yeah.
ba mo tshware.
Amen. So, but that's the reality of phobias, though,
No, but
right?
let me tell you, I'm one of those people who hates
Needles.
Absolutely hates needles. completely. But as I've grown up, and as the years have gone by, I've tried how to get it pele.
I developed it like you. I developed a
high tolerance.
a technique
Oh,
to actually when I take a child or no. For me, I have no issues with needles.
With
I've got
needles, okay.
tattoos and I've got a high tolerance for pain. So needles are not a thing for
Yeah.
me. So yeah, but I've developed to just distract the person. So like talk to them and then
No.
as they do, as
No,
you
it doesn't
then
help.
it doesn't help.
It doesn't. For me, it doesn't.
I mean, I just
I have a low
distract.
tolerance, threshold, And I hate needles. Completely. But I can take a whole like of course, because I know that it's going to help me, receiving the injection. So just
So
do it.
distracting you wouldn't have helped.
wouldn't
That
help.
that
No,
was
it
going to
doesn't.
be my
No,
contribution
it
to
doesn't
that
help.
situation.
Hey-yo.
That was going to be my contribution.
I
Ola,
swear,
cleaner fella
Oh,
section, but
just
on
busy trying to clean the area for insertion already.
Hey-yo. Imagine this father had
That's
to be
your
called.
pillar of strength.
No, ke yabona pillar of strength. Ubaba mozokushaya.
Hey.
And then this is the dad
And
that
then
comes
that's the
through.
dad that's
Man.
gonna come
But it's
through,
sad,
but
man.
yeah.
You know, all these phobias and stuff. It's very, very sad
Yeah,
that people
yeah.
are going, like, need to go through such things, man.
I swear, if it was my dad, I was never gonna look at him the same.
Abatung
How?
Mo.
Timer.
Some injection.
This is you.
Well, now.
You said when now you can face a gun like this. man.
You die for me. You said you die for me, Dad. Is
Imagine-
this you?
Imagine your dad being a little stuck ko ntlong, le.
Yay.
O kila ngwana ba mo kgale ba ba,
Yeah.
re tla go fa injection, we.
Okay, I surrender.
I
Every time I go
surrender.
to- re tla go fa injection, we.
I
Man,
surrender.
such funny
I
stuff.
surrender.
Ah,
Right.
man.
So obviously, guys, you know that the following affect people worldwide. Phobias,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Some people fear making money.
Hey, so what?
Yeah.
They are attracted to poverty.
Hey.
Can never be me.
I don't
Miss
even
me with
know
that phobia.
what it's called, man. But there are people who fear making money. It's like,
No.
yes.
Fear success.
Yes, yes, guys. When I see money, yes, yes,
Likatata
I
zen.
cringe. I cringe.
Hey, money is the root of all evil. Those
I mean,
people.
it is. It is definitely. It is. Okay, Mo, let's give us the last one.
Give
for
us
So
the
below,
phobias.
we have the common fears in adults and versus kids, right? I'm
Okay.
gonna start with the adults one. The first one is arachnophobia.
Oh,
We all know
arachnophobia.
that.
Yeah.
Fear of spiders.
The fear of spiders, Van. Just thinking about these 8-legged creatures, man. Because I remember when we used to leave Koslovo, you would see the big one with the long legs go coning there.
Yeah.
I'd rather
Daddy long legs.
I'd rather take a dump outside, my friend. When
How
I
come on a
saw
spider?
that one,
Are you one of those people who really fear spiders?
yeah, because when it starts moving, yes, I feel like I can die on the spot.
I mean, me, I wouldn't like hold it or
Yeah,
have
you
it
wouldn't,
like.
yeah.
But I fate amole like as a creepy crawly. It doesn't really.
So when are
shake
you
me up
would
that
never be
much.
those people, Mo, who you know when you go to like a pet shop or
Or
whatnot,
zoo.
you wouldn't go for the
Carry a spider
tarantula
like this.
and go.
Ah,
and-
yeah. Like I'm that person. If I can see hold it,
Ron Williams, you know Ron
Pilot.
Williams
Yes.
from Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Ron
All right.
Williams is huge on arachnophobia.
the next one is ophidiophobia.
Okay.
The
Okay.
fear of snakes. This is another widespread phobia where even harmless snakes can trigger extreme fear, like
Yeah.
pythons.
Definitely.
the
Well, I'm
albino.
not sure about that one.
My mom and aunt hate spiders. My mom hated spiders. My aunt to this day hates spiders. She doesn't even want to see it on TV.
So snakes.
So yeah, snakes.
Yeah.
Not spiders, man. Snakes. Sorry.
Yeah.
So when a snake comes up on TV, like she would never watch movies like Anaconda.
I
and all
know.
those
Yeah,
things.
my
no,
grandmother was the
so
same. She
my
would
mother is one
never.
of those people, and my aunt, change, demon too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I get it, man. I get it.
And then we have acrophobia. The fear of heights. This phobia can cause dizziness, sweating,
Oh yeah,
and
you
panic.
get vertigo.
I'm one of
Yeah,
those.
I used to not be afraid of heights, but
Same.
now
Growing up, yeah,
I don't
same.
know what happened. Something between my spiritual enlightenment and I don't know life.
Yeah.
But now I
have a
don't
fear
know.
for
I have
heights.
vertigo.
Yeah, same.
A very terrible vertigo. And so imagine when I go visit, like the top floor penthouse, I can't even enjoy
that
those
extreme
nice.
for you?
Yeah.
Is it that extreme?
Like it's that extreme.
For me, it's-
those clear balconies where
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
transparent.
I
I
see.
would die.
Those I can do. For me, I think the difference between TC and I is, for me, it's being on the edge. Being on the edge. So I saw this a while ago, a couple of years ago. Circumstance pushed me to jump the wall. And it was quite a high wall. I won't say where, why, how, blah. But it wasn't anything bad. But I couldn't access the grounds or the yard, right? So I was forced to jump. It was quite a high wall. And so I got on top of there and I was sitting. It didn't hit me. Ne? It only hit me when I stood.
Yeah.
So already sitting, I'm high up, and it only hit me when I stood up. Hey, I can show you.
Guys, have you ever had that dream falling? Yo, that's where it started. Like,
I see.
I used to have a lot of those dreams where I'd wake up and it was like,
You felt like you were
and I'd
falling,
be
yeah.
falling, and it would be in an
Yeah, it
elevator
feels
from the
weird.
So
sky.
you'd never do
Feels very
bungee jumping.
weird, man.
I mean, to conquer my fear,
Okay.
I would try
push
bungee
yourself,
jumping.
yeah.
I'd push myself, to challenge my fear of
Yeah.
heights.
Yeah.
Okay.
With bungee jumping.
So those were the adult phobias. You can tell us
The
down
common
below the
ones,
comment
yeah.
section
Which one are
which
you
one is your
afraid
phobia.
of?
So the first one is arachnophobia, the fear of spiders, ophidophobia, the fear of snakes, and acrophobia, the fear of heights. Now, going to children's phobias, we have nyctophobia, the fear of the dark. Many children struggle with this fear, making bedtime difficult.
Many adults.
Yeah.
Hey, when you switch
But
off the
there's
lights,
also
he's
adults
here.
who are still afraid of the
Adults.
dark right now.
It's called my
Yeah. You panic.
Light up in
It's too yassi, guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, the fear of the dark. Many children do struggle, but as you guys say, there are adults
Yeah,
struggling with the
yeah.
fear of darkness.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
mom can't sleep in the dark. She has to have a light on.
Really?
Yeah, she can't. She will tell you she will not be able to sleep without a light on.
So when she's sharing a bedroom with someone
Shem, you
who
will have
requires,
to.
like,
You will have
complete
to.
darkness,
No, never.
vulnerable.
Where now you must put the blankets over your head.
But Anna, can I tell you guys how I developed nyctophobia? Because I also have
A
like
fear of
the fear of
darkness.
the darkness.
Really,
Yeah,
Mo?
it was due to load reduction. So there were days where in fact they will take like ukesi for 7 days. So I would always, leave the light on, so that when it comes back I can see. Right?
immediately.
Yeah. So
how about those few seconds where it's
man.
dark?
Yo,
yeah.
man, like it's painful, man, because I always do this about 2 a.m. Like it's not back yet after 7 days. What do you mean, man?
Yeah.
So I always have my light on. When it goes dark, I'm like, yes, let me go check outside if it's us only.
Oh, what?
Yeah, man. So hey,
Load
it's
reduction.
something.
ESCOM stop giving people.
So the next one
the fear
is
of the dark.
zoophobia, the fear of animals. This phobia can include fears of specific animals like dogs, cats, insects, and large animals. I have this one.
I think I have that as well.
No.
Ankabona roto, I'm living here, bro.
Bro, okay,
I'm
I mean,
living.
no, but isn't there one specific to rats? Because like I'm not
Ah, yeah,
afraid
yeah,
of
yeah, yeah,
all
yeah, yeah,
animals. I'm like rats. For me, rats are disgusting. They are like one of the most disgusting
Yo,
vermin.
don't tell
I think
me
that's being
about
specific.
rats,
man. I hate them more than I fear them.
Yeah,
You know,
I don't. Yeah,
um,
me same.
But
Ugh,
in
they make
terms
my
of
skin crawl.
with regards to animals specifically, I hate. I'm never going to be an animal person. So with regards to what Mo just said,
Yo.
no, I spent about 4 months because there was a rat in the house. I promise you.
No,
true,
pests.
bruh.
I like
Promise
pests. I
you.
don't like cockroaches. I don't like rats.
You know how we
When-
leave the plastic on the base, ne? So you will be sleeping and you
Same. Same.
get out, my
The other one
brother.
for me is cat.
No, I was once scratched by a rat. So ever since then, no, guys, don't do that. Don't laugh. It's serious.
Me.
From there,
It's
I was
serious,
sleeping.
man.
I was visiting
Yo,
a then
I would die.
quarter, and then how Kiriki Roberts in a room, and it scratched me. No, we did not sleep that night. I'm like, boy,
I'm
you
lying,
will
yeah.
find this
Uzokhipha
one,
lekundwa.
and you will kill it in front of my eyes. And I had work the next day.
That's what has scared me for the most of the time,
Ew,
because cutting
rats
edge
are
made it
disgusting.
worse.
Mice,
Oh,
rats.
When they
yes,
were
with that
showing
segment that
rats
I-
eating
Amagana.
books
Lokgotlo le lekana la
and a
cat.
shoe.
And remember that story that they
yeah,
had,
yeah,
who
yeah,
Barry-
yeah.
a rat ate a baby called Alexander. After that, it was like,
Oh, no, I've
bruh.
heard that one. So I don't think they eat babies, but like it's not. Oh, but it's with cats. It's with cats. It's with cats. No, it's with cats. I'm sorry.
hey,
So for
Mahotlo
me,
will eat
the one
anything
for
as
me is
long as it
cats.
smells good.
The one for me is cats. I hate cats. I will never access your yard or your house. Hona le cats ever. Ever. I cannot have a 3 million. I will.
Yeah.
I promise you. Like I hate cats and I don't like dogs. I cannot really say, you know those dogs.
My friend is philophobia.
My friends, you have
So
serious
I'm one of those people. Anyway.
is it zoophobia?
Yeah, zoophobia.
Yeah.
And the last one is astrophobia, the fear of thunder and lightning. Loud noises of sudden flashes of light during thunderstorms can be
I have
terrifying
that
for
one.
children with this photo.
I have
Because
that
Every
we were
African
taught,
parent has that.
we were taught that when lightning strikes, switch off the TV.
Switch
my
off
friend.
the TV,
Get
close
off
your mouth.
phone. I still do that, you know, when I'm
Understand.
on my TV, TikTok. Then it bam! Like,
Leave
don't
your
wanna be
phone.
struck.
Close your mouth.
Close your mouth.
No white things.
Hey.
They will
the,
attract
it was
lightning.
red.
the mirrors.
Red
my
as
friend.
well, yeah.
The mirror also, you know, you don't
Yeah.
have, you know, you need to cover the mirrors.
mirror.
I don't know
Switch
why.
off the
Maybe they
TV.
like to do bah, bah, bah,
No,
bah,
Apparently,
bah.
So-
it will reflect. Or,
Yes.
yeah,
So
the
you should
reflection.
remember, like, back in the olden days, like
Yeah.
houses didn't used to be earthed, you know, so lightning would strike. So all of these things come from, it's not just superstitions that old people came up with. Like those things had particular reasons for them. But the one that my grandmother still says to this day, "Ale kgadima le betsa, Modimo wa bua." Dulang stel.
Yeah.
Gore Modimo wa kgalema. Like everyone in the house, body phone, body radio, body TV, like we literally just sit there. 10 minutes, we'll spend like 10 minutes reading the fela and just sitting in silence, you know, because they still believe in those old things.
Yes.
Modimo wa kgalema and something to understand. But I have that one, and it didn't like the height one. Growing up, I never used to fear lightning or thunder. But
I still
now,
don't.
since I motona, yeah, man, I get about most of them. Watch,
Yo, brah.
chief, like I really get agitated and I get so fearful. Can I please get home or just
Yeah.
under shelter or something? You know?
Yeah.
So it's not a fun one, man. It's
Because
not a
I
fun
also
one.
had an experience, you know, going to Snake Park with my friend. It was raining, and we are passing through, you know, Momotlakeng, you
Yeah,
know, where
yeah.
there's weeds and everything.
Yeah.
So there's pylons there,
Oh.
right? So it struck my like I know the
same.
smell of lightning, guys. Lempona kele so.
No, for real. But that happened to my
Kileng
brother.
kgile le
A tree got struck right in front
Next
of
to
him. From that
him,
day,
yeah.
he doesn't walk in the rain ever.
Or standing under trees.
He
when it's
he
raining.
doesn't
Yeah.
play that game in jail.
Yeah.
The minute because a tree got struck by lightning with him just approaching it, then it goes, whapa! And then he was like, never again am I walking in rain.
Question is, do you know anyone who got struck by lightning?
No. No, I don't.
Well, me and my family, we almost in Slovoville. Yo, it was a very, very bad experience.
Oh, I
guys.
do know someone who got struck by the house they were
He's
in
dead.
the rural areas got struck by lightning.
Sheesh.
Is he still alive or she?
It caught on fire, but they got out in time. But someone died young.
Wow.
Oh, so it got inside the house.
Like it struck the house. Like it was in
Yo,
the rural areas. It
Modimo
struck
That's
the
open
ron. Yeah,
field.
it struck the ron
that's a
level,
pesse,
and it
ane.
was a thatched roof. So immediately the roof caught fire. It was a whole thing.
That's a
Someone
pesse.
died.
Ke dilo tsa batho
It
ntwana.
was sent.
O le rometse.
Sent. Ka telegram.
Go maweni.
It was sent. That one get telegram, mfana. Because we had the same situation, but because the door was opened, right? So the lightning got inside the house. So when they were telling the story, yo guys, I wish I can bring my father here or call him.
I
You know,
wish I can
or
bring
call
my
him.
father.
The door was open and
It got
short
inside
story
the
card,
house.
ne, the TV, you know, got damaged.
Affected, yeah.
The radio and the speakers and the amp, right? They got damaged. And there were 2 holes in the yard. From the front wall, there was a hole, and at the back, there was a hole. So we were just analyzing, you know,
So
was
it
it
was-
sent ka Instagram or
it was-
Facebook?
Was it patrolling the house? Yeah.
Hey,
man.
Baba, that
Yes.
lightning was sent. It
Guys,
even
that story
targeted
is
specific
shocking, man.
things. Ah,
You know,
wow.
I wish I was a YouTuber by those times, man. I was gonna show you exactly what happened
Yeah.
because it was like pa, 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 out.
Just
When you
an
go
energy,
out,
a
you know,
bolt of energy.
Yo, bruh, it was hectic. It was hectic. I understand why us black people had the astrophobia.
Yeah,
It's
true.
normal, man. So the bonus one is monophobia, the fear of being alone and single.
Eish.
We know some of the people.
A
How heta
lot.
know what you like
A lot of people. No, like it's not.
Yeah,
a thing
no,
that does.
yeah.
Honestly, like it's a joke.
Shit.
Don't get me wrong. It's a joke. We laugh about it,
Yeah.
right? And we're making jokes about it. But no more. It's serious, guys. There's people in
Who
society
are afraid of being alone.
who don't know what being by themselves is.
Yeah.
2 minutes, 2 minutes. After so like people don't mourn their relationships these days. 2 minutes, 2 minutes. They don't like
See,
that.
lovely.
Oh,
We're
wow.
black.
Mourn for what?
Mourn your
Oh,
we
No,
move.
you know why. You know why. Guys,
Move
it's
us and
serious.
shake us.
You want to become a mover and shaker. Because you know why, Vito. You can't be in a 5-year relationship and then it ends. And then like 2 months later, when I said to Nalamoto, oh, serious.
He was there.
Like I committed clearly.
He
Yeah,
was
he
there.
was there the whole time,
And
clearly.
it's evident in people like it's people who'll always call you up. Hey, Naledi ko kae?
Serial
Mntwana,
daters,
ngitsang, siphuma,
serial
sikhipani?
dating, yeah.
Can you come over, or can I come over to your
Yeah,
house?
serial
Can I spend,
dating.
like, I know a few people, I won't mention who they are, but I know a few people, I've come across a few people who have a hard time being by themselves.
Yeah.
It's really, really, really a serious thing. Like, and it speaks towards maybe being traumatized.
Maybe.
You know,
yeah.
it can also have underlying issues as to
Yeah.
like what happened ko childhood in ya gago
Sometimes
growing up.
facing yourself is the
It's hard.
scariest
It is
thing that you can
completely.
ever do.
Completely.
So I can understand why, some people want to always be surrounded by company.
people, yeah.
I remember when I was going through one of the most difficult times of my life, and I was going through a depressive stage. It really I just constantly wanted to be around people. I couldn't be by myself. The minute it came to just being, it was quiet, and I had to face myself. It was a thing of, no, I can't do this, and I had to go. I had to, and it was one of the busiest times of my social life because I was constantly out. But I also found that is tiring in itself, and it can take away from the
takes a
time
toll
you
on
take.
you.
Yeah, it takes a toll on you, and if you are grieving or going through something, it takes away from the time you can have to grieve and actually get to the stage where you can heal, and it
Mourning
delays
the time that you are going through.
Yeah, so
and it's not only, maybe I get it the relationship. People might find it whatever, man. We are all, it's casual dating, like we mentioned last week. A lot of the dating pool that's happening right now, what's happening in the dating pool now, is a lot of people are dating very casually, very casually. But it's not only in like intimate relationships.
Yeah.
It's in various aspects of your life, man. Your family dynamics, the friendships, because we don't want friendships. That's the other one. And we take it for granted when friendships end, or like you've been employed at some place for a long time and the job ends. You need to mourn the period.
And
But
friends
anyway,
can break your heart too, guys. They can break your heart too. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in.
And the last one, guys, thanks to Java, it's philophobia.
Yeah.
The fear of falling in love.
Oh.
Yeah, I've
Ati, thanks to Java.
Thanks
What
to
does Java do?
The fear of falling. I can go this song, Uvalo.
Oh, yeah.
I won't lie, Shawa philophobia.
Yeah.
Understand? Nami, my knees got hurt trying to fall in love. The only time I'm on my knees is when I'm sending prayers so that God can hear me.
Okay.
I understand that.
Okay.
That's the only time I'm falling, my friend. Falling for God. You understand? Yeah, guys. So those were the phobias that we had for you. Tell us what is your phobia, man. We have so many phobias, adult phobias and kids phobias. 2 minutes till 12 minutes till we hit 11 o'clock, and you're still watching the Vooka Breakfast Show. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show is the hashtag to use. Right now, what we are going to do is to take a short break, give you your weather update, and then when you come back, we look into what is in for us in the celebrity scoop. So this is your weather update.
Nine minutes till we hit 11 o'clock, and you're still watching the Vooka Breakfast Show. My name is Mweketi Maimane, and I'm with TC Wagamazibugo and Musi Miste. So,
Yes, sir.
before the break, we were just going through different phobias that people have around the world. And to engage with us, do make sure that you tell us what is your phobia. Shawaifilophobia, no more shawaibonophobia. Something that we are discussing right here. So, TC, what's on our scoop when it comes to celebrities, man?
Yeah, so today I don't know who watches Real Housewives of Durban, but there is a housewife on there called Ulatongo. Podcaster Latongo spills the tea. The romantic spark with Zuma died long ago. So if you guys don't know, Ulatongo is one of the wives of the famous former president Uzuma and Jacob Zuma, and she spilled some tea this past weekend regarding her relationship with the former president Jacob Zuma. So she has announced that she has her latest venture. It's a podcast called Timeline with Latongo. So if there's one thing Mzansi knows about her, it's that she doesn't mince her words. And now that she's bringing she's bringing that unfiltered energy to the podcasting world. Fans first fell in love with Latongo on Real Housewives of Durban season 1 in 2021. Her confidence, iconic one-liners, and mysterious past with former South African President Jacob Zuma made her an instant fan favorite. Whether she was serving stylish looks or hilariously dodging drama, she kept audiences entertained. Even after leaving the show in season 2, her popularity never faded, with many hoping she'd return to reality TV. Well, reality TV's loss is the podcast world's gain, because now she's going to come to the podcast world with her new podcast called Timeline with Latongo. I can't wait for that one. I don't know, for anybody who enjoys reality TV shows like Real Housewives of Durban, Mommy's Club, those kind of things, you guys will definitely perhaps enjoy this podcast called Timeline with Latongo. But I'm more interested in what she had to say regarding the romance with Zuma having died a long time ago. But I mean, even now with these polygamous figures, public figures, even with Umselegu, having introduced a fifth wife, and now he's having...
He has a fifth one now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
guys,
and he was admitted so long ago.
No, with him and his health looking so shabby, and
Uskumba, Uskumba, Skumba, the Skumba Hlope, the comedian, once said, and we know we've been through it, but I value the country, guys. I value the country.
Yeah, no, I'm really sad to hear. But I mean, even in Real Housewives of Durban, there was one episode where, there was questions regarding the relationship between Ulatongo and Uzuma, and she kept saying, no, but we're fine. I'm very shocked now that she's coming out to say that the spark died a long time ago. And but in that show, when we first met her in season 1 on Real Housewives of Durban, she made it seem and sound that the relationship is strong and that it's, she
still
enjoys, and that she actually enjoys the time, because I think one of the her fellow co-stars asked her, isn't it lonely? I mean, wouldn't you get lonely though in a relationship where your spouse spends so much other time with other people? How many wives does Zuma have, by the way?
I don't know.
How many? Can anybody kind of quickly look into that? How many he has? But however many he has, I mean, at his age, I mean, having seen Guti, polygamous figures like Abu Musa Mseleku getting sick. how do you have time for everybody? It's a no wonder that somewhere as you age and you get older, the energy lessens. It was one of Mam Yeni on Uthando Nestembu that she was like, Umselego, how is he gonna cope with 5 wives? You know, then now he wants to add another one, and now she wants all the love. You know, and that's just something to consider when you really do consider into going into arrangements like a polygamous relationship. Uguti, are you the kind of person that Zuma has 6 wives?
6 wives, yeah.
Wow, okay, so he has one more than Umselegu.
He has had 6 wives. One of them killed herself in 2000 and has fathered more than 20 children.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sad about the one who killed herself, though.
Yeah.
And I mean, here's Lakongo now coming and saying that the spark, the romantic spark in their relationship has died a long time ago. But yeah, I can't wait to see more on Timeline with Ulakongo, and that is your celebrity scoop for today.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, speaking of the Timeline with Lakonko, man, you can check it out on YouTube. 2 days. Timeline with Lakonko. Lakongo. Right. Yeah, she uploaded a 1-hour episode reflecting on, her love life with Umshuluzi. So it is uploaded 2 days ago. And right now, what I'm going to do is just to play you a short clip of what we got on Timeline with Ulakonko. There is the short clip.
The romantic or the spark of being in love with Jay-Z died many years ago. I'm not in love with him. I respect him because at some point he showed me his genuine love.
Right? So that was just a shot.
Look, I'll
you
tell you.
saw it's intense. Just
is.
by hearing few words.
Yeah, like I'll tell you more. Like, TC, you just mentioned something about people who follow these reality shows, right? So the Mummy Club, Real Housewives, and all of these other shows. I'm really someone who's not a fan, Whenever I do watch, I will be with my sister-in-law.
Yeah, it's
and
usually
her mother and her family and her siblings and stuff like that. I watch because of them. But in general, I'm not someone who follows. But hearing those few seconds, now I want to find out what actually transpired between the two of them. Like, how did they meet? How was it during the course of their relationship? And how did they get to eventually break up and shy away from each other, man? It would be very interesting to find out.
Yeah, but after some time, like I said, polygamous relationship with having to share your partner with so many other people, I guess the honeymoon stage, because of
fizzles out
the rules that come with being in a polygamous marriage or relationship, having to the time sharing, this sharing and that sharing. The honeymoon stage somehow dies out for me. What she said, guess what's left is just the respect and admiration for him as a person. All that romance is gone.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's understandable how that can happen, because even in a relationship with just 2 people, it happens. It does. It's a lot of energy.
It requires a lot of you. Like, guys, I mean, we're different individuals and people and character builds in society, right? And there's people who can absolutely cheat and who do it amazingly.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't condone it, but there's people who succeed at it. Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, for
and
that
then
spark.
then there's Bomusi. I can't. Looking in, I'm still a young 25-year-old, but in my slightly younger days, I've tried being in conversation with 2 girls at a time, and it's not easy.
Talking stage.
And how do people do it?
Yeah.
And having 6 wives, 6. I guys know, no, man. I couldn't. It's too much, man. So I don't know how they do it, man. And having that one-on-one time, no 2 weeks, no man. I personally couldn't. So it would be very interesting to find out some of the nitty-gritties that happened
in their relationship,
or that took place in the course of their relationship.
And of course, starting the podcast with that that conversation is sure to get her. Is sure to get
the
her
numbers.
the viewership. So I guess you guys can head on over to Timeline with Lakongo to see more on what transpired with her and the former President Jacob Zuma, and of course, anything else that you might find of interest when you watched Lakongo on The Real Housewives of Durban.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Mo. So cue us into the next part of our show.
Yeah, so because we are right in the end of our show, right? Before I let you guys go and bring my contestants right here on the chair, to show still discipline, man, in our black families. So this is how we eat when we don't wash the dishes. I don't know if you guys have an idea of how your parents will make you eat when you didn't wash the dishes. So let me just play a clip right here on me, and then you will tell me what you think, man. Because, hey, for me, it's a lot. It's a lot, man. It's a lot. So here is the video.
Kuningi, bro.
This is how we eat when we don't wash the dishes.
More kitchen count.
On the kitchen counter, everything goes on the pub. Eat like you eating korinking on those tables for inyama yenhloko. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind, man, because I'm used to it.
The germs.
Yes, parents, instill that discipline in Mobaning. If they didn't wash the dishes, just dish where the
on
dish
the counter.
Yeah. That's where the dishes were supposed to be. Yeah, just like how the government officials. Where's the bridge? It was supposed to be here. It was supposed to be here.
The dishes were supposed to be there.
Understand?
Well, yeah,
dishes were supposed to be there, man. So, yeah, guys. In conclusion, man, as I'm going to let my contestants come in for the quiz challenge, which is a true or false. What I want you to do, guys, is to give your remarks and close in to my people who are watching at home. Bye-bye, Sanpel.
Oh, yes. Oh, my word. I forgot myself. I need to wake up. I am so sorry, guys. But you know what? With your energy, I will always be right and bright every morning here on the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. So from me, TC Gamazibugo Shabalala, the Prime Cut Creative, and your positivity dose of the day, I am saying sayonara and bye-bye. Until tomorrow, I will see you.
TC.
Come on, TC. Man, we had a good one today.
We had a good one with you guys.
We started off the week on a bang and on such a
positive note.
We shared so much information and knowledge, and this is some of the things, or this is like part of our aim and our goal right here on Vooka Breakfast. So we're hanging out with me, the one and only MOOCEE Mr. My name is Musi Mr. And I'm actually an international musician all the way from Top Santon. This is right next to Zondi Hills and just before you get to Bromfisher Kloof, man. And I'll always be taking care of you right here on our topical desk. Until tomorrow, can't wait to see you, man. Do tune in, tell a friend to tell another friend, tell Umgana, tell Makelona, tell Ninja, I tell Musi Mr. And the rest of the team will be with you every weekday morning right here on Vooka Breakfast Show, brought to you by the Blinko Network. I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Let's take a short break.
Yes, sir.
Vooka Breakfast Show.
We're out here in the heart of Soweto, Top Santon. This is right next to Zondi Hills, and just before you get to Bromfisher Kloof. I'm out here. My name is Musi Mest. I'm out here with the one and only maximum temperature. I'm working my TC Shabalala Wakamazibugo, and of course our station manager, the one and only Manelin Lyric. And we're traveling out here, man. This is what we do on the Vooka Breakfast Show.
Yeah, you gotta get it fresh.
We are fresh and nice. Now it's time to take the information to the people.
Of course, like Mo just mentioned, do stay tuned, comment, like, subscribe, share your thoughts and your opinions and everything else in between. We're going to be coming to a street to do live near you, wanting to know what your thoughts are out there on the street.
Of course, we've got TC Mazibugo with the traffic update. Right now, we are going to N1 southbound to make sure that whatever that you guys get, it is real-time information.
Yes,
so looking at Mukhorosi, we have robots that are not working right here, but the traffic is moving. We're going to look at when is your rush hour time, when people are from the work, from school,
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes,
Gonna
sir.
give you your daily update. So do make sure that you stay with us. Mobile Vooka breakfast
Yes,
show.
sir.
Of course, you're still watching the Vooka Breakfast Show. And now, this is the Vooka Game Corner. What we're going to do here, we have a game that is called True or False. Joining in the studio or on the table is my two contestants, namely Naledi Matoto. Going in against Afri Berry Blaze. So, welcome to the game, guys. All I want to hear from you is Mo.
Oh, yes.
All right. The rules of the game are simple. I read the question, you answer by saying true or false. Right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I have 10 questions with me. 5 for Naledi, 5 for Afriberry. I'm going to start with Naledi.
What?
Ladies first. I don't know why I said that, but yeah. Let us not waste any time. Right? Naledi, your first question is: the South African Reserve Bank was established in terms of the Currency and Banking Act of 1920. True or false?
True.
And your answer is correct. Your answer is correct. Okay, that was wrong. And then question number 2 is: the University of the Witwatersrand was founded in 1896 as the South African School of Mines. True or false?
False.
The correct answer is false. No, the correct answer is true. What did you say? False.
False.
Yeah. The correct answer is true. The University of the Witwatersrand was founded in 1896 as the South African School of Mines. Third question is: the Afrikaner Broederbond, a secret society, was formed in 1918 to promote Afrikaner interest. True or false?
True.
The correct answer is true. You've got 2 now. And the last 2. The Sharpeville massacre occurred in March 21, 1961, resulting in the death of 69 unarmed black protesters. True or false?
True.
Your answer is... You are incorrect. The answer is false. The Sharpeville massacre occurred on March 21, 1961. And then the last question is: the National Party led by D.F. Malanda came to power in 1948 on platform of apartheid.
Hey, I don't know what
I'm
it
pissed,
is,
Kumaj. True or false?
True.
The answer is correct. Shout out to Naledi. He got 3
She got.
of she got 3
Nobody
of 5. A round of applause right there for Naledi. So, since she got 3, Afriberry needs to get 4 to win this game. Right? Afriberry, are you ready?
Yeah.
Aish, that yeah. Let's get right into it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Your first statement is: the South African government established the Truth and Reconciliation Commission in 1995 to investigate human rights abuse during apartheid. True or false?
True.
The correct answer is true. Afriberry is on 1. Second question for Afriberry is: the homelands, also known as Bantustans were created by the apartheid government to provide separate territories to 4 different black ethnic groups.
False.
The correct answer. Your answer is incorrect. It is true that the homelands, also known as Bantustans, were created by apartheid government to provide separated territories for different black ethnic groups. Now, these 3, if you get them correct, you are going to walk away with a whooping prize of a beautiful motivational message. Right? All right. Your third question is, your third statement. The South African Constitution, also known as the Rainbow Constitution, was adopted in 1996.
True.
Your answer is incorrect. The answer is false. The South African Constitution was adopted in 1996, but it is not officially known as the Rainbow Constitution. So the second
Your questions
last,
have loopholes.
Exactly. The second last statement is the Khoi and San peoples were the indigenous inhabitants of Western Cape region.
No, that's true.
Your answer is correct. The last question, the last statement. The Fort Tracker Monument, located in Pretoria, was designed by architect Gerald Mujik and completed in 1949. If you get this one, you and Naledi are tied by 3-3. Let me repeat the statement. The Fort Tracker Monument, located in Pretoria, was designed by architect Gerald Mujik and completed in 1949. True or false?
Hey, that name is so weird. I'll go with true.
Your answer is correct. A round of applause for Naledi and Afriberry. They played a stalemate draw. Congratulations to you, ladies. You participated very well in this game. Thank you so much. Can you please say your conclusions to my people right there at home?
Yeah, our beautiful people, I hope you had a fantastic time with us on the show. As you saw, today we had the more the merrier and Lady Nelsa.
The one and only.
Yes, for me, Afriberry, also known as Miss Berry Blaze, the darker the berry, the sweeter the tuntun. Imnandi mamnyama mamhlophe teka teken pot marloko famba na meweta khoma kahle. Isho na mani.
So na.
Simibani. Yini nathi lesilo senza abantu bacimibani, like seriously la lady. Okay, say bye bye to the people here now.
It's nice being here.
So yeah, I really enjoyed myself. Being a feeling with
Yeah.
and all.
It's nice being here. Man. It's nice.
You
It's
get-
nice.
I guess I'm the only 2K here, childish. Not childish, yeah, but
Yeah.
2K old. Yeah, guys, Zonbona, where is I?
Yeah, that's
With
the
the
face.
only Pikachu le Chartin.
Yeah, that's the face that you guys are going to see in the next coming days right here on Vooka Breakfast Show. Thank you so much for tuning in with us. Until we see each other tomorrow. Every weekday, 7 a.m. from 10 a.m. That's where we are going to be. My name is Moketi Maimane, a.k.a. Max. Max for maximum temperature, the son of Mother Nature. Ako sinamtlakase ke lighter generator. Akirate banyana ba sebedisang vibrator. From me to your ears, man. Keep the momentum going. Thank you so much, guys.
Vooka Breakfast Show.
We're out here in the heart of Soweto, Top Sandton. This is right next to Zondi Hills, and just before you get to Broad Fisher Club. I'm out here. My name is Musi West. I'm out here with the one and only maximum temperature. I'm working with my man, TC Shabalala Wakamazibugo, and of course our station manager, the one and only Manele Lyric. And we're traveling out here, man. This is what we do on the Vooka Breakfast Show.
Yeah, you gotta get it fresh.
We are fresh and nice. Now it's time to take the information to the people.
Of course, like Mo just mentioned, do stay tuned, comment, like, subscribe, share your thoughts and your opinions and everything else in between. We're going to be coming to a street to do live near you, wanting to know what your thoughts are out there on the street.
Of course, we've got TCO Vooka with the traffic update. Right now, we are going to N1 southbound to make sure that whatever that you guys get, it is real-time information.
Yes,
so looking at Mukhorosi, we have robots that are not working right here, but the traffic is moving. We're going to look at when is your rush hour time, when people are from the work or from school,
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes,
Gonna
sir.
give you your daily update. So do make sure that you stay with us. Mobile Vooka breakfast
Yes,
show.
sir.
Asante ya three.